All right, let's get this started in earnest, seeing as everyone's here. Yeah, thank you very much, Nick Themeron, for the huge amount of subs. Thank you, Doc, for the host. It's time to jump on in. We got a new set. We got whole new cards to look at. You can see here, we got Dominaria. A lot of returning mechanics. Almost exclusively, actually, returning mechanics. I guess
I think the only new mechanic is read ahead.
Enlist is, like, technically new.
Okay, yeah. Enlist is new.
Technically.
It's okay. Like, yeah, it's new. We can just say Enlist is new.
Fine. But it's also like the limited support mechanic. Like Enlist is not something we're gonna be releasing. Anyway, rotation, goodbye. Thanks for all the fish to these 4 sets. Sure. I got an egg. I don't know what the egg's for. I'll take the egg. Ooh, Zur.
Oh, the new Zur?
So,
nice.
so Zur here, so not yesterday maybe? They posted an article on the WotC website that's like the, it's a small blurb about every legend.
Mm-hmm.
And like, obviously, you know, it's there for a lot of the legends that don't have like, you know, any stuff at all, or like a reminder of who this character is. Zur's is great. It's like, the blurb about Zur is basically, well, Zur, the immortal asshole wizard who's been trying to do everything, scheming for 500 million years, finally got bored. Called up Joda at the Tolarian Academy and said, hey, can I have tenure? Joda's like, I don't see why not. Zur says, quote, I'm totally teaching those young kids, and quote, definitely not up to anything, end quote. Like, it's great. Like, Zur just shows up at the Tolarian Academy. He's like, I'm definitely not scheming. I don't know what you're talking about. No schemes.
Asshole wizard.
Yeah. No.
Classic asshole wizard.
Oh, just, yeah. Also a very fun card.
Yeah, he's, activated opalescence basically on targeted.
And it has off 500 keywords, which is, you know.
Yes, yeah, that touch lifelink hexproof.
Yep.
Which also, of course, works with the creatures that are already enchantment creatures as well, which also helps.
Yeah, this is a card. This isn't something like in the format unless you're turning like O-rings in. But like, if Zur ever finds a way over to Kamigawa, Zur would have a much funner time. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a card that kind of whips. Pretty sure
this. If Zur was a planeswalker and could make it to Kamigawa or Theros, he'd become the single most powerful person in the world.
Here's our other new mechanic, Read Ahead. Read Ahead's nifty for sagas. All sagas in the set have this. Basically, Read Ahead just says you can start on any of the 3.
Yep.
If you start on 3, it's just like it hit 3. It does the thing and immediately dies. You start on 2, it's just like you hit 2, and then it goes to 3, etc. This card whips because it's just like, here's some powerful things that black has to do. You know, we have ostracize, despise sort of effect, detutor, and then a pickup from any grave. Kicker in this set has a gimmick, I'd say, or not, I guess a rule gimmick. It's always off color.
Yep.
The last time we were in Dominaria, you had like kicker 4 for like make 2 saplings or make 4 saplings. Every card in the set with kicker is kicking off. It's off color. You're not going to see a red card with red kicker. And also we have Painlands. We're here. I mean,
Painlands are here.
There's 6 in this set.
And 4 will be in Brothers War, I believe. Is what it was.
The other 4 are 100% in Brothers War stated. This is the same that they did with Pathways in Zendikar. You might wonder why the split like that. The answer is any more than 6 and sealed looks terrible. If you have like a sealed format where like 10 land, all 10 were in the same set, you'd open 4 duels at rare and be like, whoops, guess I lose. Whereas if they split them, and you might think, okay, well, why not 5/5? They want to try to get the ball rolling as quick as they can with fixing and standard. So this is their compromise. Like, because this is the first set, like, every one card that they don't include is a color type that just has no fixing in standard.
It's a unfortunate side effect of rare fixing.
Yep. So, we got a goblin.
You respect a goblin. Well, I don't respect a goblin. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, you could choose to. You don't have to.
I appreciate a goblin.
That's
Is that better? I feel like that's more right.
Yeah.
Well, they don't print those at uncommon because rare lands are one of the
rare land
most
sells
lucrative
sets.
parts. Exactly.
They are very, like, this is one of those things where it's like, look, yeah, we get it. It sucks to say it, but the reason they're at rare is people buy the packs if they're at, that, because
people want rare lands because rare lands are good, and they want a lot of them because they're essential in every format.
One of the things that they've done a lot better over the years is that rare mana bases are not only at rare. Like, yes, rare.
Yes,
the lands are like, okay, yes, you want coasts and pathways and such, but you have other options. So, we got.
If you gotta, you can just use the common or uncommon fixing lands as well, which are like, they're tap lands, and you can't avoid that. But they're usually tap lands with some reasonable upside.
Under no circumstances can we allow the Coalition to possess the Silex.
Thanks, Ajani, sleeper agent.
Fucking rip Jaya Ballard, by the way.
Also,
to burn.
Rip Jaya. There's a second.
You can negotiate with the warlords of Kel, or they can crush your skulls. Choose wisely.
We have Jaya down here as well, double Jaya. But yeah. All right. Anyway, with I'm a sleepy agent. So, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and pull up Premier Draft. Little bit.
With Jaya's death, by the way, they also canonized Teferi's last name. His name is Teferi Akosa,
yes.
Which was always the case in a comic somewhere, but they just didn't recognize that comic for a long time.
Yes.
The comics are sometimes really stupid, so they don't canonize all of them.
Yes. Yeah, but showed off Jaya's stunt double. Nah, the article of here's Jaya's death is very. She dead. We recovered her body. We did a funeral. We have a little description here about like, hey, here's what the colors are doing. Some of these are very straightforward. Oh boy, blue-white flyers. That's new. Blue-black control. All right. But like we have a couple green ones that have a domain plan. Domain being control as many basic land types as you can. All the green ones have that basically as a thing going on.
With the sole exception of the green-blue one, as mentioned.
But it even calls out domain down here too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Basically, if you're going to be playing multicolor, you're playing green in this format, from what I can tell. And
there are a cycle of basic lands, much like Kaldheim had the basics with type. We have basics with type.
Yes.
So.
And that really does strongly power up domain.
Yeah. If you could just drop a land and get 2 domain plus up to 4, even if it's just like an off land, you're not using it.
They designed monocolor draft archetypes, then made the gold uncommons roughly how they intersect.
Huh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. That's different.
I mean, at the same time, though, it's like this doesn't really have a full monocolor like format and stuff.
Oh.
Because every single kicker card is basically a secret gold card. Also, neat. This is a vehicle that doesn't have crew, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, so the way Weatherlight Completed works is it's a vehicle you can't crew. Whenever a creature dies, you put a counter on it. You control, and then if it gets 4 counters, it becomes a 5/5 flyer.
And then for everyone beyond the 7th, or rather, everyone beyond the 6th, 7th and on, you draw a card every time you put a 5 resist counter on it. Before then, you scry.
You scry. Other cards of note in here: Knight of Dawn's Light, very powerful. I'm gonna go ahead and first pick this and maybe try to get into like green.
It's a completely colorless mythic bomb. Yeah, you pick it.
But like notable, Ilkor here is good. Like black.
I will throw out. Yeah, from you looking at the black-white, this card does function best in black-white. So
speaking of black, we've got access to Jaya's Death, which does get a card. Also just a strong removal spell. Dragon Whelp, Tree Folk, Rada. That's pre a Johnny Turning Trader. This is not Blightning, but it sure wants you to think it is.
It is both a sorcery.
Yeah.
Well, no, hold up. Well, yeah, Blightning was an instant. That's one of the miserable things about it.
No.
Right?
Blightning was a sorcery. It just cost 3 for black, red 1.
Right. Okay.
Basically, the question here is: am I picking up Extinguish the Light, or I want to pick Rada up and go for like?
Combat is also a way to have things die.
Yeah. No, let's pick up removal. We'll find. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hold up. This actually functions perfectly for you. Yeah.
Hold up. Yeah. I'm sad to pass up Rager here because that's one of the like creatures I definitely want. Goblin Picker here is also pretty good.
And for what it's worth, this is a black double red card as your 3rd pick.
Yeah.
At the same time, it is also immediately like complementing your bomb that you picked. So
yeah,
like I don't think it's that bad of an idea to pick it.
The reason I like it is because it's the same trigger as Completed.
Yep. Completely understandable. Yeah.
I'm not here for the wall. Rager's way better than like these at the moment. I would be fine with Vine Wall because this is like a fine card, but all right. So Garna, let's see what we can get in red. Strike Team. Okay. Oh boy. Cavalry. Paranoid Partisan.
Why is this text so small? Why is Sten's text so small?
I'm not super excited by much in here. We can pick up Keldon Strike Team, have like this, here's 2 1/1s on the coming in on a splash, which works.
I think you could do it, but
I don't know what else I'd pick in here. And Grotto or like, there's nothing else that really calls out to me at all other than like, the flyer maybe, but that puts us even more in white.
Yeah, that's fair. Fires of Victory, Furious Bellow, on color fixing for if you do decide to go black white like full Mardu.
Okay. Sleepers. Actually, this is a. I don't.
Oh yeah, actually, I like that.
Yeah, I like this as well. Like
that's Fleshbag Marauder. Attached to a what is it? Blade of the First Pride.
Yes, Blade of the First Pride on there. So I mean, it's Fleshbag is also a 3/1 on its full kick. I like this because look at the arm that's like stained glass, like a giant hand.
Fucking stained glass Krauser looking arm over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sleeper's neat. I would love to see that fixing come back around. Okay, well, I mean, hey, more than one is actually fine.
White's also looking a little better here because, like, weirdly enough, we get these like tokens, and that works best with our like sack effects.
It's true, yeah.
So I'm thinking white. We saw that black-white was strong in the first pack. What if we just?
Yeah, what if you just lean into it, right? Yeah, table it and.
Pilfer, Apparition, Flowstone, Kavu. For what I've seen,
Hey, Flowstone's back in red, baby.
This is not I wouldn't call this a 3-color set because I feel like you want to be splashing anything past your 2.
Yeah.
I don't think the fixing is heavy enough to be like, I just play a 3-color deck. Also, look at our good friend here.
That's a pretty good, handsome guy. It's Tiny Bones.
Tiny Bones.
I overlooked that it was Tiny Bones for a second there. Yeah, I don't think that this is a 3-color set because a lot of the time, I think you're gonna ignore a lot of the kickers. Is the thing.
Yeah.
Phoenix Trick. Oh right, this card is gonna be. I'm of the opinion that Phoenix Trick here is probably going to be quite good in constructed.
Whenever you attack with 3 more creatures, you can pay double red to pick up the Phoenix Chick, which is another way.
It is also a 1-mana flying with haste.
Yeah. God, this is we need to find fixing to make this deck function because we're going very.
We sure do.
Okay.
It took it. That's
okay.
fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Excellent. Good.
Sacred Peaks, obviously, like Monstrosity would be okay. Shadow Prophecy is very good, but we definitely need the ability to play our 3 colors. I'll take up another Strike Team. Strike Team's just fine because like it's a 3/1 haste, so like just as long as Strike Team enter the battlefield this turn, creature control have haste.
Yeah, so it also has haste.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
A lot of the time they actually would just give this haste and then say other creatures, but I guess that they may have actually
lines. It looks like probably like
it's likely lines, yeah, because this would be 8 lines otherwise. It puts more text on the card. What?
Yeah. Sure. Goblin Picker.
I hate that Goblin Picker is not a piker. The extra C gives it one extra toughness.
This isn't the fixing I want, but it's the fixing we have. We definitely want to see more if we're actually going to make this setup work. Sure, this trick's fine.
So, Black dried up. Black dried up pretty hard.
Black dried up. It could be like Sleeper we're playing with like this as the, obviously you can just cast this as Blade of the First Bride. Who cares?
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine. Yeah.
If black is the splash, like for Garna.
Black functions better as the splash because it's the single color on Garna. You know?
Here's Gifts Ungiven, but it's bad.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of restrictions on making that work.
Here's a cool flyer. Oh, yo!
Hell yes!
Battle him.
This is War Leader's Helix.
Yeah, can't go dome.
That can't go to face, but it's good removal.
Again, the notes on like the legendary creatures brought up Najal. Najal is from Rada, the Arabian Nights plane.
Rabaya? Really?
Yeah, Rabaya. Oh. Yeah, from Rabaya. Ran so fast, just did the flash thing and showed up on Dominaria.
Huh.
Like, whoops. Hi, I'm here.
Rabaya. Accidentally planeswalks, but because of time, I guess. Caves of Koilos.
Caves of Koilos? I mean, it's not.
I mean, that's on color fixing, and it's.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure. And it lets you have a Caves of Koilos if in constructed if you want to play it.
I'll take a Caves of Koilos to try to make this deck work a little better. We're not like we're playing 3-color, but we're not like we don't have anything domain at the mo.
No, you don't. But that actually is fine because Caves of Koilos isn't typed anyway.
Of note, Terra Sunder. I'm not playing a green card in our 3-color deck, but I mean, I guess the card is. The card's very cool.
It is good. Yeah, it is a cool card. Yeah, for sure. But just
Pilfer or lead. Okay.
That's kind of neat. That's an instant Trumpet Blast.
Yeah, Trumpet Blast that also is like creature.
It's easier to cast in Trumpet Blast on his face, and also if you kick it, it also has the draw card effect on it.
Well, the exact same as Trumpet Blast. This is just strictly better.
Isn't Trumpet Blast one blood
No,
red?
Red 2.
Okay.
Always has been.
All right.
This one's also Trumpet Blast, but like... Alright, now we need creatures to make our combat tricks cool. Oh. That's creature.
Coalition Sky Knight is a flyer, yeah.
Fire NATO.
Eh. 5 for 5. Scry 1 attached.
Sorcery is just still killer here.
Yeah, it's rough. Why is this a sorcery? Jazz is supposed to be really good at pyromancy. I like the art on it.
Yeah.
I like how stark it is.
Twin Inferno!
Now we're talking. Oh, wow, that's a good...
Just... Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. You do still need creatures, but...
We have so many, like, tricks. We need bodies, obviously, but...
Yeah.
This is not... Neither of these are real for us. This turtle's cool.
That turtle is solid, yeah.
Green definitely has a lot going on, but I'm not... Like, we're a little bit too far to jump ship.
We have also... a pretty solid, like... Okay, here we go.
So we've got... Oh, this one rules, actually.
Oh, shit. Wait, yeah, sack land, draw a card. That happens regardless of that.
Yeah, if we kick or not. And, like, we can actually kick with Crystal Grotto if we need to. Serious Reaver, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Goblin. Looks like red is our main color by far. Ooh. Okay, what the hell does this do?
Creates a Thopter. Okay, creates an Ornithopter, straight up.
Literal Ornithopter. Tap artifact. Deal damage to target creature, planeswalker equal to artifacts. Artifact becomes a 4/4 until end of turn. That's not...
It mostly makes an Ornithopter and then pings. That's it.
I'm not interested in that. We don't have, like, much going on. Amplifier? No. Ooh, okay. Here's some bodies, finally.
Vivisector's a bear. Faith Bonder will never attack as a 1/3, and that's nice.
Yeah.
It does have Vigilance and Enlist is actually kind of a cool combination of techs because it means you can attack freely with the Vigilance creature and tap something else.
This is a pretty good one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Outrider is also good. This is going to deal like 3 damage.
Red is absolutely your main color.
Yep. Outrider, yes, also has the good old Secret Reach. Alright, Mesa Cavalry, thank you. I'll take a flying threat.
Three ones are pretty good with Enlist.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
Having those
because that means
around.
that they don't have to attack, and they just add their power to something else.
All right, one more pack. All right, O-ring. Also, O-ring. I think we care about the uncommon O-ring more.
I think you're right. Yeah, because like.
So, okay, if we have 3 land types, this is a 3-mana O-ring at the flash. If we have, but this is a 4-mana O-ring that also gains 2 life.
Flat out, yeah. I think for you specifically, the prayer binding is better, yeah.
Weird. But, yeah, I think this is just the better O-ring. Because if we have all these lands, like...
Then you're shitting up your mana base. Hey, Cruelty of Gix.
Citizen's Arrest?
Citizen's Arrest is also good, and Cruelty of Gix is double black.
That's tough.
You might even actually cut that Extinguish the Light and only splash black for the couple kickers and Garna.
I'm thinking about that. Thrall, Enthralled to the Pit is also like removal. This is threaten. That's if you kick it, sack it. I think I want Citizen's Arrest more, though. Also, O-Ring. Yeah, there's a lot of O-Rings. Go figure. Thrall. Ooh.
Oh, hell yes.
There we go.
This is a card that helps a lot.
This is worth the splash. Sad about the bog. Nice bog.
It's a handsome bog.
Herbalist is fine. This one's funny.
You're definitely picking Elisil Core. You're... Okay, hold up. Maybe the black is realer than I... This thing sacrifices a creature every turn.
Every turn it sacrifices a creature. Also, if you have 5 or more creatures die in one turn, search.
You can tutor. Okay. Yeah, okay. The black is becoming more and more real as you go here. Also, hello, Lightning Strike.
Yeah, add common.
I think Lightning Strike is the perfect limited version of Lightning Bolt.
Anyway, I'm gonna pick Lagomos over Lightning Strike, even though that feels wrong.
It's
Lightning Strike.
It's conducive to your plan. Lightning Strike is a better card in every other way. But...
I know. Oh, well, okay.
Okay, if you keep getting these, then you don't have to feel too bad.
I don't have to feel too bad about, like, yeah.
Because, like, I like War Leader's Helix. That's a good card.
This is a good way to stay. Also, like, 3 mana, 4 damage.
Like, 3 mana, 4 damage, and also 4 mana, gain 4 damage. The gain 4 matters, you know?
Yeah. This is I love this. This is looking nice.
This deck is looking pretty sick, honestly.
All right, Geothermal Bog finally making it around. We probably need to... I think we need...
What's your creature count? Do you know?
14.
Okay, I think most of the creatures are good. So,
but here's the thing: if I don't pick up the bog, like 3 of those creatures are fake, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you need the bog.
Yeah. Hopefully we can find like maybe a couple more bodies, get that up to like a 16 count, and then have the rest of it be like arrest, hymns, frenzy, and like 1 combat trick. Another Benosh Sleeper, Captain's Call, also not bad in this deck.
Benosh Sleeper's pretty good. Captain's Call is pretty solid.
Shadow Prophecy doesn't mess.
You actually have a couple of choices here.
Let's just get these. And having a lot of these makes it fine for me to just play this as
as removal, just flat out, like
not just.
Oh,
removal,
specifically to play it just as the blade, or the first pride.
Yes. All right, here we go. We got another bog. This is, again, we're passing.
I like your fixing now.
This makes our fixing look really nice because it's 2 bog, 1 peak, 1 caves.
Specifically with that second bog, I quite like your fixing. Oh, actually, you don't have anything that's big at the moment except for the Weatherlight, so like having a larger guy is a good idea.
I don't hate this. Also, it could be pretty like possible to get down as like a 4.
Yeah,
like 2 creatures in play makes us a 4 mana 4/4. If I just curve 2, 3, 4, it's fine. And like we might.
I think that's a good piece of. It is a decent piece of topping of your deck.
Here's Rona back. Rona's pretty nifty. She's got a rebuy from Grave. She's also extremely with the Phyrexians, doing Phyrexian stuff, as you can see by the Sheldred call out.
Although she herself has not been completed. Neat. Okay, 3rd bog? Or Enthrall of the Pit. I like both of these.
Might get ourselves 1 pit.
Yeah.
We don't have a copy of this.
You specifically just picked up a second geothermal bog. You might not necessarily need... Okay. I'm
gonna grab this.
Sure.
So I think Twinferno comes out. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Okay, sure. I guess we have Viashino Branch Riders. You're playing at most one of them, but I guess you've got 3 now.
Okay.
So Vanquish's Axe is a
Trusty Machete
like,
with
more
minus the
expensive.
toughness. You lost the toughness on Trusty Machete. It went down to common instead of uncommon. It's Bone Splitter with 1 more equip.
It's been Splitter with plus 1 more equip. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
So, anyway, there's card 1. Here's the rest of cards that fit in the deck. And then we want removal.
So yeah, the thing about Weatherlight Completed too is that it passively helps over the course of the game, even if you don't play anything else about it. You know,
like it's super cool to get this down and then be like, all right, now like when I play Vanilla Sleeper, I scry 1. You know, it lets me get to more and more powerful bits. I think this.
And over time, it then becomes a 5/5, and then if things go really long for whatever reason, it also draws you. You're almost never going to draw those cards, I think, though. Like, I think that the game is going to end before then, universally.
Yeah, I'm at 39 right now. Creature count is 16.
All right.
I don't know if we can make double black. That's why I haven't put this in.
I don't think so. I wouldn't do the double black.
We can put
single black, easy. I think you could do single black easily. So Thrall would be fine.
Then we put in fixing. Grotto Scry, which makes them more valuable than Shimmering. They also, weirdly enough, let me like do stuff I normally wouldn't. You know, but
yeah,
I think I only care about the 1. Because I do have like there's a early and pretty.
I think it's fine to include 1.
And then 1 swamp, and then it's 1 swamp for 1, 2, 3, plus some kicker. One swamp, 2 of these, and then Crystal Grotto. 5 and 5 then. Seems fine.
You have only 1 double red card, and I think it's Garna.
Yes, but I have a lot of just like, hey, we need to be able to make 2s, and it's both. Phoenix Chick also has double red for its rebuy, but ha.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we only have 1 double white, and that's Citizen's Arrest. We only have 1 double red Garna, so I think they're equivalent in my mind. I think if we look at it, it's very close to yeah, 12 and 10 with some gold cards. Okay. This one's straightforward. I like the splash.
Yeah.
I think the splash gives us some real, Ellis Silcor here gives us some good reach. Lagomos with Ellis gives us more good reach. Garna with Ellis with Lagomos gives us infinite reach.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't, basically at that point, it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. You could literally just have the sacrifice happen every turn.
Right, because we either draw the card if it happens in combat or get the damage regardless.
Yep.
Yeah, we got cat status sleeves. There's a lot of sleeves. We could have dog sleeves, obviously. But I think we'll go cat status sleeves. Can you set the lands, like, as a thing? I forget if you can set those, like, at a point or something. Yeah, whatever. Happy to have Weatherlight completed. You set by lands by removing and adding them? That's too much work. I'll pass. There's the Cat Dog Legend. They could have that as a sleeve. Alright. So let's see how this goes. What I'm interested to see what opponents are on, versus what we've got going on. How well aggro works out.
Your only creature is the Faith Bonder, who is bad alone.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is a 1/3, which means it's somewhat defensive. So it can hold the line a little bit until you get stuff.
One thing we have here is that we have it's 17 creatures. So the only cards we can draw that aren't creatures are it's 16 creatures. The only cards left we can draw that aren't creatures are like
4
they're all removal
creatures,
spells.
and they're all removal spells, and also your lands, and that's it. So yeah, I think that this functions. Yeah.
Let's get down Weatherlight quick. Actually, no.
It doesn't do anything on the board direct, right? So
we'll play Faith Bonder first. So enlist. As it attacks, you can tap a non-attacking, non-summoning sick creature. That creature gets that creature adds its power.
Yep, to the attacking creature. It was explicitly inspired by banding. Weatherlight completed is not a creature until it becomes one.
Yeah, this is not a real creature.
Vehicles are not creatures.
It looks like a
on
5/5,
play.
but.
Mm-hmm.
So this knight rules. We can't gain life. It has pump and it has menace. So this one's kind of an ass kicker. Are they just gonna kill Weatherlight completed?
I mean, they are in red. It's not that hard for them to.
Yeah, this is the opposite of the other knight, which. Alright, memory cast center, sorcery. Okay, so we could edict here. I don't hate edict here.
Sure. Scry 1, you get
yeah, because
you
like
get a 3/1. I'm assuming you're gonna keep that over the enlister.
yeah, so let's do land. They didn't block the last time I did this.
Which is weird considering it's a vigilance creature. I guess you are playing red-white, but save your 1/2.
Cool.
Yeah, actually.
Huh. Yeah, I'm probably playing Binding next turn, but that card's really good here with the Weatherlight around. That's a lot of bodies. So probably want to play Binding. Sure, whatever. I'll just bind this damn knight.
Sure.
Yep, that's still good.
That is 3 away now from turning on. And they've used their turn to Lightning Strike on... They used their turn to Lightning Strike, I guess they did it before combat. So
it turns on 4 counters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was 5. Okay, never mind. That's actually pretty close to
Holy shit.
Galden Strike Team number 2 is actually pretty good, I think, right? Like...
Hello. Oh, this is danger mode now. Also with
I think that they should block this here because that means that if they attack in this turn or whatever, you just double block it and then your Weatherlight's online, right?
Yeah. This is also backed up with a Hell Trumpet Blast.
Yeah. Ooh, Garna. Okay. You have 3/1s though, so you don't care, right?
I could attack all out and then Trumpet Blast.
Also true, yeah.
Or I don't care. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna choose not to draw land right now. Land doesn't hurt because it gets us to the thrall, but... Anyway. Here's 1 million creatures. If any one of them dies, Weatherlight turns on.
We have a 5/5 flyer immediately after that, and then we attack for your life total.
Yes.
Pretty easily.
With one of our 2 finishers. Either, Steel Garna or Trumpet Blast. Both of these function. Evil boat. God, this, very heavy with power. A strike team in this deck. Holy shit. By the way, this turns into card draw when it hits 7. Don't forget that. So, like, they can't, like, wipe me. If they Pyroclasm now, they would lose the game on the spot.
They're dead in, like, a bunch of different ways.
I'm just going to attack and Trumpet Blast.
Yeah. This is a very good first game for this hand. First hand for this game, you know? Like...
Hi.
First game for this deck is what I mean to say.
This deck is showing its power.
Yeah.
I'll keep that on top, actually. That's fine. Anyway, I'll draw a card now because a creature died. That should have stacked differently. Oh, whatever, it's fine. Anyway, I can now threaten plus kick it. Anyway, this is dead, right? Yeah. No thanks.
We need to... Oh, wow.
And I'm here to make it them everything they know.
I'm sorry, what does this do?
Creates a monk with prowess.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Into
you don't even need to do the kicker version, but go for it.
Goodbye, Jaya. Jaya makes monks, exiles cards to play them. Whenever a creature attacks, it gets blown out. And ult is double copy instants and sorceries. Let me pull this up so you can read that.
Copy it twice. Yeah, you triple every instant and sorcery you play.
Yep. So... I'm happy that Jay has had like 2 walker cards now, and both of them were like
mediocre to bad.
Mediocre to bad.
Yeah.
And so getting one that just is like, here's like, +1 for a monk with prowess is enough for me to like, yeah, all right, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, for being the card that the original card. Jaya Ballard Task Mage that that inspired the design of Planeswalkers, period.
Yep.
It is nice that she finally has one that's good right before she dies.
Yes.
Or at least seems pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like, again, the +1 for like a 1/1 makes me think of Elspeth, especially with the -8 ult. On the same stat line, but having more options, minus to draw, minus even further to be like, okay, this creature, if it attacks, it blows up. You know?
Yeah, it is a good thing to note that she does start with a ton of loyalty for a 4-mana walker.
All right. We gotta pay for this at some point, right?
Yeah, this hand is not. This hand goes to the garbage.
Yeah, that's fine.
I guess with 2 mountains, this hand's pretty okay. But
I would have kept this hand if it was Plains Mountain because we'd have plays on time. But this is not Plains Mountain. Anyway. Hell.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep this.
This is better on additional land draws.
And we have a scribe.
Yeah.
We're gonna put Coalition Sky Knight down, and we're gonna try to go. If we can get there's no way we can play Elias 2, Lagomos 3, but we can play Lagomos 3. We'll see what we can do. We're keeping this though. Oh,
this hand has the potential to go extremely good.
Yeah, worst is like Yavimaya Steel Crusher on 2, Lagomos on 3. That's our hope.
Yeah.
Right. And then again, any of our legends combine in really awkward ways for our opponent.
Yep, they are very good to get. Like all 4 of your 3 of your legends, and then well, I guess actually Weatherlight is a legendary vehicle. Yeah. So all 4 of your legends combined is like this ridiculous hell engine that your opponent probably cannot actually fully
deal with.
Deal with.
So
on average,
how long do you think in Dev that was a Spark Elemental?
Oh, there was a 3/1 instead? Or
was this like a 4-mana card that made Spark Elementals at one point? Or what did it just make 2/1s? I don't know. When I see because when I see Elemental with, Trample Haste, that's like a...
You think something that's got at least 3 power. Or more, right?
I usually think Spark Elemental. One day. All right, probably.
Yeah.
You're probably not wrong.
Lagomos making Spark Elementals at 4, this card would be actually really, really fucking good.
Our opponent's on time.
Your opponent is on unsure about what to do, or queued up and then went to answer the door or something. Okay, there you go.
We're throwing our flyer down. We're gonna go ahead and scry for land. That's why we scribe.
Mm-hmm. You can't keep that one.
Apparently, I'm told there's a bug on this arena where if you have a bear companion, it escapes.
What?
It's in the wrong spot, so it sits right here.
Weird.
The bear just sits right here or here. Like the bear doesn't live in the right spot. I said air quotes a bug. Okay, they should definitely keep it because it's just the sitting bear over here instead of here. I think that's fun. Our opponent showed up. Okay.
Okay.
This is fine.
It lets you play Benevolent Sleeper now.
And I can't enlist, so who cares? Weird that gives me enlist when it's not a legal option. Anyway, and then any land draw gets us Lagomos, untapped land draw. And that would be pretty good. Oh, shit! Uh-oh.
Oh, the mirror. Okay, excellent. That's actually your best land draw, too. Yeah. Your best probably would be, Case of Koilos, but you know what I mean. Plains is better than most. Plains is better than Mountain, because it lets you play LS as well.
I think I don't think we do any enlisting here.
There's no difference.
It depends on if they have,
they have a flash blocker, it's better for you to not.
Yeah.
Right?
Alright, so I'm just gonna steal their creature and win. I'm sorry. All other creatures you control imply.
You should seal your opponent's creature and win.
Anyway, threaten.
Threatens win games. They always have.
All right, so good news, and this is news from the year I want to say 1993 forward. You can't win a game of Magic if your first play is on 4. I'm very sorry.
It's true. Yeah.
Not against the aggro deck, unless that play was Wrath of God.
This borrows. This is quite good.
So Vigilance Trample, when Tori attacks, all other attacking creatures +1/+1. Other red attacking creatures trample, untap white attacking creatures.
Yeah.
Tori's sweet.
I'm just gonna throw this out here. This also feels like a card I designed.
Every card's gonna be a card. I mean, that's how designs work.
I know. But it's like, at least I'm only seeing like 1, like 2 or 3 every set saying like, I would have made that.
All right. I'm already basically happy with how our decks worked. There's a -X, -X
your deck is...
card. Sure. Yeah, that's. I mean, again, Wrath of God is how you beat the aggro deck if you did nothing, right? Like, Wrath needs to be your 4.
Wrath of God at 4 being aggro deck, even then still requires aggro deck to have no additional, no hasty or reach afterwards, you know? Like,
yeah.
This has all colors. This has Garna in hand, Keldon Strike Team, Sky Knight. It is a little bit slow for your deck.
Yeah, we're on the draw, so we can... I'm certainly not mulliganing because it's full color suite.
Yes, this has all 3 colors, so you want that.
Hopefully we just draw 2, right? Like... Okay, well, you're...
Or 1.
I'll take that.
It's a 1 that can come back later,
it's
so...
adorable.
Okay, excellent. Perfect.
So this 1 is now super strong. You might think, well, maybe I should play Sleeper. No.
You play Sleeper after deciding you just want to eat your Phoenix chick.
No.
Because it's now it's a free sack.
Yep. And if they don't play anything, I'd probably just Strike Team and hit for 4. We just push. Like if they Rampant Growth here. Nope, we attack for 1 and then we get work done.
Excellent draws for your lands.
Yeah, I could. Nah, I think we want a Caves here and play the 3. So, hello, and then crunch.
Delicious.
Oh, the music here is the same as on the other Dominaria board, but like they're the same melody. Oh, that's a nifty bit. A little awkward here that we're on like a bunch of 4s. But like
it's awkward. Yeah, it's awkward as long as unless you keep drawing land, in which case it's actually fine.
All right, do I strike?
Also, more Benelish Sneepers. Benelish Sleepers actually forgives a lot of sins with this hand as well.
Yeah, I'm hasting in to keep the Sleeper as a removal. We have, Prayer as a removal. We also have Garda as just get in.
Yeah, Garda you can just play. So
yeah, God. So remember, I don't know if y'all remember Garna in the last time around. Garna the last time around was a red-black 3 flash that was like pick up all creatures that died this turn. Red-black 3 flash haste? Very weird card. Alright, that's just...
Flash and haste together is...
I'm just...
Yeah, you just bind that away and don't care.
I don't care, yeah.
We're going to continue to hit you for 6 damage. You're dead next turn.
Yeah, and if you again play 1 blocker, I will Sleepers you.
Yep.
No haste gave other... Okay, yeah. I remembered it was something weird where, like, it had flash and haste, but you never flashed it to give haste because you flashed it in the middle of like a Wrath of God to pick up your team or whatever, or to do some dumb combo. I remember dumb combos where like your Garna would die and you pick up your other Garna. Okay, our opponent has like been doing a couple things, but like they need to be a little bit more impactful. You know? You're at 6. Your own prayer binding? What is this? When you cast a creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Quirion Beastcaller. They're gonna one-sided fight with this card? No, they don't have green up anymore. If this is your only play, I'm killing you.
Yeah.
If you play a second creature, I'm playing Garna and attacking. Or
and then you feel pretty good about that. No, they're just dead. Okay. They're dead like 5 different ways. You don't even have to play the other sleeper. You can just helix it out of the way and not care. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm thinking... Worst case is they have counter unless you pay X, where X is the number of creatures you control.
Therefore, Benevolent Sleeper is slightly better because you actually could pay for that.
Nah, because the card also has kick or make a 1/1.
Okay, fair.
So there's no way around it.
If you want to play... really hard around that, then what? You just attack in and then you play Sky Knight or Phalanx?
We'll just do it. If they've got it, they've got it. Do you have the flash 1/1? I don't think they do, because I think they would have flashed it in there. It's a sack. They just have a kill spell. Sure. Alright, we still can kill whatever, as long as it's not hyper big. Maybe that's a better reason to use the Battle Hymn.
That's actually fair, yeah, because the hymn could kill that for sure.
Whereas, like, if they play, like, a biggie, we might not be able to kill it.
Not big enough.
Not big enough. That's also, like... Oh!
It's 2 guys, though.
No,
okay.
but, no, it's not.
Oh, they don't have a forest! They auto-tapped wrong! Okay.
Okay, they're gonna play this on,
On 2.
On 2.
Create the token, yeah.
Okay,
right. If that's the case, then Garna to draw on attack, maybe?
Yeah, Garna to draw on attack. I want that.
Because they're definitely just going to go ahead and chomp the... Well, not chomp. They're going to kill the sleeper with the bird. Or with the 2/3. It depends on... Is the bird relevant for the saga there? Okay.
So we draw a card. Fun thing, this gets 1 +1/+1 counter, so it's still killable.
Oh, Keldon Strike Team is an excellent draw, actually.
Yes. That's a team of... So this is lifelink. Makes it a bit of a problem, but like they're at 3, they have their own issues.
Okay, they can play the bear again.
Target creature its owner's hand, gain 3 life. Okay, they're gonna try to control us out of this game.
That's understandable. Yeah, okay.
All right.
That could actually work in the long run if you don't draw anything. Would you play just a 4/4?
Around 1 card left in hand. Yeah, like Phalanx, and then
I guess Phalanx is like if they do have a counter or something. Oh, they're
think
on mono white. They're white black.
They're off.
So the best they could have would probably be their own Benevolent Sleeper then. Because Battle Sleeper would be good for their guy who would put a counter on it, and then like they'd move the counter back onto the 3/4.
And I'm just gonna push, and then next turn we get to play Garna plus Phalanx because this will cost 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then that should be enough to be able to push through. Sure.
Bog Badger didn't kick it. Oh, they did kick it, but they're not. They're probably not attacking. Oh, okay, sure.
Okay.
I feel like that was a very aggressive decision to attack. Honestly, with anything that wasn't the lifelinker.
All right, so we need to go Garna. Phalanx. I had to... Oh, it tapped me to force me to use caves there. Whatever. Okay. Next turn we get to battle him for gaining 4 life.
Is there a giant single green? Oh, this is just them doing.
That was a concession.
Okay.
Hello!
Hey, my bird's back!
Birds!
Hi, birds!
Hi, birds!
You can't say that.
Well, I'd definitely be up for the code for Pride sleeves. Those would be rad.
Okay, so that was the...
Their opponent did a good job of trying to...
Yeah, they almost stabilized against you.
Like, having the Repulse that gained 3 life, and then the Gravedigger that had a life link, and, like...
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had a number of ways that let them slowly get back in it, but, like, we were just drawing... Like, even us drawing lands wasn't, like, the worst, because we just had a lot to do. Like,
yeah, you drew a lot of your expensive cards that game. In fact, you drew all of your most expensive cards that game, flat out.
And our deck worked anyway, so holy shit.
Okay, all colors, Picker, Sprouting Goblin, the Kicker can't be played, but that's fine. Keldon Strike Team, Citizens are... Yeah, this hand's okay. You have a play on 2 and 3, so...
Yep.
And 4 if you draw another land.
Yeah, this is a good... we can't arrest, but, like, I don't want to be arresting early, so... Wow, compared to the rest of these lords, this one is,
This one is... pretty...
medium...
boring?
Yeah, bad. Not bad, but, like... So...
Very straightforward.
The thing is, so there's a cycle of 5 lords, in the set. I'm gonna go...
Yeah, there's one for each color. There's a zombie... Well, actually, there's more than 5.
Not a zombie. There's not a zombie lord, it's a cleric lord. That rare.
There is a zombie lord as well. That one is weird. It's a black-white one. It's not part of the cycle.
It's not part of the cycle. It's their cycle of lords at rare.
Yeah, it's a black cleric lord. That's the one that's
it's like sack a cleric, grab a
Bud of mine,
any black
Kojo
creature.
was excited for it because that one is really good, and he's had a cleric tribal deck for ages. So
yeah. But the other one, there's Goblin, which is like whenever a Goblin dies, exile the top card of your deck, you can play it.
Balduvian Atrocity.
Sure. Phyrexian Berserker, huh? We're gonna go tapped land, and we're gonna go ahead and put down a...
Faith Bonder?
Yeah, I think Faith Bonder's fine here.
Yeah, you can wait until you play Sprouting Goblin still. Like, it's not likely that you're gonna get the ability to kicker it, but you've got better plays anyway, so...
Yeah.
Sprouting Goblin is, in your deck, honestly, for the most part, best as a late-game play anyway.
Yeah, well, we want this as a way to, like, sack lands to draw late. Lords are a vague concept. The original zombie lord just handed off, what, Swamp Walk? Like...
I believe so, yeah. I mean, the original Goblin Lord also...
Goblin Lord was +1/+1 Mountain Walk.
Yeah, Mountain Walk. Yeah, +1/+1 Mountain Walk. But still.
Okay. This is a good one. I just like the art.
I've looked through all of the Griffins before. Griffin is a creature type that in the past has had problems with power level in that almost all Griffins are bad. It's kind of funny. Because they're almost always 4 mana flyers, but they almost always have like really low power toughness. Like 2/2 is common for them.
Yeah. I think if a Griffin has a 4-mana 2/2 with flying in some effect.
Yeah.
The original one I can think of is like when it died, you could top a deck it. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Walls? Alright. This is the good
Birds.
This is the good wall card. When it comes into play, you get a bird for every wall defender. I'd say wall, but shortcutting. 1/1 for each defender you control. Okay, thanks. I'll just kill this menace creature.
That's a very easy, yeah. They're tapped out. This is just a free
Yeah, I'll
trade picker for the 2/3 with menace. Yeah,
that's fine. All right, I like that draw. Let's go ahead and get another flyer down.
This is interesting because I think that your hand right here is fine. It's just a little bit slower than its normal speed is.
I think it's still gonna be really good because like.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I'll attack with chick.
If they trade for it, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah,
that's going to be more damage in the long run.
Yep. And we're having a good time with 3-color. Black is our splash in this deck, but this is like 3-color, like go wide creature death kind of stuff. We have a lot of like odd death triggers in this deck. Kilden Strike Team here has been really kind to us. This is a 3/0 and haster that makes 2 1/1s on kicker, and it hands off haste as well, so it's very good at like pressure. Yeah, we have this goblin. We basically can only kick this with our Shimmering Grotto. We don't care about that. We're here for a late game sack of land on our goblin. What the fuck? Oh, thank God.
Okay, this is the kicker one.
Yeah, that was the kicker one they didn't kick because they feel threatened. Holy shit. Yeah. This card is game winning.
Yeah, this thing is kill 2 of your opponent's stuff, gain 4 life, is a 3/4 flyer with lifelink.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Has a Chroma's
armor.
whole, yeah, sword as well.
Also her sword.
Yeah, I believe that's Sword of Vengeance. So very anyway, I think we're kicking a strike team here. And I'm not flying for 5 with this Coalition Knight. Because I can do that. Enlist. Wait. Hold on, what the fuck is happening? I don't understand this interface. Do I click on the strike team now? No.
So you're choosing attackers?
Do I?
Right now?
I am. I'm very, very. It's not a trigger. It's an as. I'm gonna trust this won't kill my only threat. Okay. That felt very dangerous because if that failed, I lost my only threat. That interface, I don't like it. It feels like people are gonna lose a lot of games on that one. Please trade. Okay.
What are they doing trading here that has lifelink?
They must have a recursion piece. I don't care because it's off the goddamn table.
It's like that's good for us. I don't know why they're trading though. That seems like the worst option with that card.
Yeah.
And they have to be able to pick it up.
There has to be a Gravedigger.
Yeah.
Sure, Faith Bonder, I don't care. Sure, Clockwork, it's fine. That makes a 1/1. Okay, that's actually pretty good for you. Okay, Goblin's gonna be getting us out of this hole, thank goodness. I want to attack with 3 creatures, I think, this turn.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea.
Because, like, I want the...
You can also... It'd be tapping every... Actually, no. Attacking with everything is fine, given that they only have 4 power on the board, right? So, like...
The problem is the 1/1s both die on attack.
Yeah.
So I think I only
does
want to
get you a
attack
2/2 flyer.
But I can just enlist one of them into the soldier and it won't die.
That's fair. Yeah, okay.
So let's go combat 1, 2, enlist. Bird. Okay.
Bird returns.
Return of Bird. Because, yeah, the way enlist works is that it is a... There's a trigger and a non-trigger. So as this creature attacks, you may tap, is not a triggered ability. When you do is a triggered ability.
That's a cost, right?
Oh, we're trading. Okay. Are you... They're all clerics. All right, that's fine. Well, yeah. All right, this is the expected block. I expected to lose Keldon Strike Team, but I was fine trading Keldon Strike Team for Phoenix Chick. I felt like that play was worth it. Why would I do that? Thanks. All right.
In its own way, this is actually fine because you've got... I don't think that this is that bad.
No, this is actually... well, thank you, too. Steel Crusher can attack over anything here because it can just enlist. Also, it can crush the wall that is their tapper. If they and also this tapper is most of their stuff. They have no soldiers for this. God, that's expensive. And anyway, having the bird I think is a super good bit. And also we just can sack mountains to draw now.
Yes, like Sprouting Goblin.
This is our win con.
Sprouting Goblin shows his power.
This is our win con. It's Sprouting Goblin. I'm very excited to have Sprouting. Yeah. Goblin Druid.
What a weird board state, by the way. 03130311222222. Bad Horse, the sequel.
Bad Horse, the get out of here. You're tapped out. You can't. Yeah. Two attackers.
Goblin's got to tap to do his thing, so he has to stay back.
We need to enlist 1 power, which is enough to get over this board.
Yes, yeah, this is actually an additional thing that's kind of nice about Enlist, is that it gives your 1/1s that you generate something to do without them actually...
So it's a very weirdly, like, worded, like, non-attacking without summoning sickness sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's also like one of those like kind of glue limited bits where like it's here to you know, push. So I'm leaving up 2-1 to sack here if they go for removal, and I can just sack. Okay, 2/2 flyer.
They played a lot of 2-flower flyers in this game. And there's dies to ours that just comes back.
Yeah.
So
sack a land, submit 1. Sure. Fine drawing a land. Yep, that's not bad.
That's just more cards to draw, so.
We're gonna do this now. Okay.
Sprouting Goblin has already drawn you 2 cards past the
yes.
This like flood of lands. It's I am immediately already impressed with Sprouting Goblin as a late game card.
It's doing its job.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I definitely would not have blocked this way. It is trivially easy for you to get your guy
okay.
back.
All right. They're figuring this one out.
Yeah.
Yep. Kill the Crusher. One's fine. By the way, I'm not sacking any more red because we want double red plus around for Phoenix Chick.
Yep. You've got 2 planes in hand anyways. Well,
something to note, by the way, our opponent's been making 4 mana plays like for last 3 turns, missing land drops. So live cards, and they might be backbreakers. Yeah. So we kind of that's why we want to be pressing and we want to be. You may sacrifice a creature. If you do, each opponent sacks a card. Oh shit! Yep, there it is.
That's at least it's still just going to be the 3/4.
Unless they draw any land.
Yeah. Why is that the sound that LSL Core made? What? It sounded like a crocodile.
Okay.
Battle Hymn is a fantastic draw. Holy shit. Whew, okay. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Your opponent does not want to take any damage.
By the way, they have the wall that turns their walls into attackers, so.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. All right. Target opponent may sacrifice a non-land, no token permanent. Yeah, that's fine. I'll sacrifice the recurring bit.
And then your opponent loses 1 life.
I'll sacrifice the recurring bit. Don't draw a land here. Just play your Archangel and pass.
At this point, they have to have drawn a land, right?
Ah, they're just gas all day, every day. No stopping you. No stopping them. It's all gas all day,
They're
every
stopping
day.
them. Wow. Okay.
All right.
Easy end step kill.
Yep, I don't even care about the 4 life. I just want it dead.
Yeah. They haven't hit you in ages. You're 10 up. You don't need the 4 life.
Get the hell out of here, please.
Okay. Not bad.
Ah, I sacked land wrong then. That's fine. That's worth it anyway. We don't get our Phoenix.
The thing that this gives you is that, yeah, it doesn't give you your Phoenix now this turn, but you could. It draws you so many cards. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it only draws you 1 because they can't.
I know they can't kill anything else.
They have 3 0/3s on board.
I know.
What the fuck?
So if I all out here, they go
deck
block,
do?
block. They're the wall deck.
I guess, yeah. Jesus
Anyway.
Christ, though. Like,
I know.
what a weird board. Jeez.
Anyway, okay, sure. Kill me. Kill me.
Do something.
Sure.
It's a scry.
Yeah.
That works with Sprouting Goblin.
It keeps sprouting. 5th land! The 5th land. Alright, so they play their 2nd Archangel of Wrath. So this is only sorcery speed, but they can turn their 0-3s into 3-3s. The only one I would choose to kill would be Mantle Chaplain. I want this off the goddamn table. Everything. Also, it doesn't actually give them power, so it doesn't work within list. It just they deal damage with their
toughness. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, we're gonna sack. We have double whites in the deck, so let's sack Swamp.
Yeah. You don't need that additional black.
Okay. Sure. Well.
It's sorcery speed, which means that Garna should. That's why. Okay, fair enough.
Sure.
Would have been able to attack safely, but
Yeah, they're fine. Oh boy.
I mean, hey, if you start having just a bunch of those, that's pretty good.
3/1s attack through their board right now, which is the thing I'm after.
Do you attack all out here and get your bird back?
Why not attacking with the Death Toucher? This card has Death Touch?
This card is Death
All
Touch.
right, cool.
Yeah, good point.
To
Yeah, all right.
To answer your question, Nick Themeron, this card has
You
Death
didn't read
Touch.
the card.
I don't read.
It's fine.
Anyway, let's kick this. Thanks, Nick Themeron. This is just a thing about cards. Cards have a lot of text, so I just assume what their text is.
Yeah, and we just were satisfied with this on the death triggers, right?
Yeah, which, by the way, this is getting somewhere.
Yeah, Garna and Ellis together is a lot. That's a lot of pinging every time something dies. Now, of course, if they decide to kill this, understandable, we would still draw a card for doing so.
Yeah, so worst case, they spend like a +1/+1 indestructible trick or something. Or they didn't read the card.
Yeah, maybe they didn't read the card either.
That'd be Death Touch indestructible. Sure.
Okay.
Again.
This is a 1 for 0. In our favor, is what I mean.
In our favor, that's card advantage, baby. I'll just keep kicking these.
In the next turn, you have a pretty nasty attacking state, so...
Yep. We also get to keep drawing with our goblin.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
That's a personnel, kid. Ugh. Whoa!
Excuse me? What?
Walls? They have like blue walls? This is a joke. This is a joke. I'm not doing it.
No. It's very funny. They've got no power. You just
don't do anything.
You just swing with all three and get your Phoenix back, right?
They're gonna tap one.
I guess, yeah.
So that means we can kill their tapper with it, yes. I want to save it for a real threat.
Yeah, if they have their third recursion card to pick the if they pick up the angel again, Angel of Wrath.
Seven mono.
Running Goblin has drawn us like what, 6 or 7 cards by now?
Really?
I guess now since you don't have it, but why would they not?
Why would they not tap? Also, like, again, because of Garna, like, I'm still coming in here for damage. Your trick has to be massive to kill Garna.
Okay. Now I guess there is reason to use Enthrall the Pit on them the next turn if they play a blocker.
It'll kill them. They'll die. Okay, good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Alright, so that means we're gonna go ahead and give me that wall. I could be a real jerk and not attack and just let this die and ping for one. But I'm fine.
It's a little BM. It's their deck was so weird.
They have like the most powerful angel in the universe.
Yes,
and I think
that was definitely their first pick.
And
right?
I think their mistake was like using it as a 3/4 no text.
Yeah, if they had actually just, I mean, to be fair, they were stuck on 4
I know.
5 turns running.
Sure.
But if they had held in hand, like maybe they would have lost earlier, but if they had drawn a land or, at some point in those 5 turns, then it wouldn't have blown you out, but it would have been close.
Well, if they kill my goblin, we lose the game.
Yeah.
We're never winning that if I didn't draw 1 million lands. PokeCaptain is correct. If they don't call it the Wrath of Khans when we return to Khans, mistakes were made.
It's true.
It's true.
Your opponent is Mill. This is functionally all colors. It has a 2-drop, a 2/2 drops, and a 3.
Yeah.
I'm
okay here. Especially
it's not an incredible hand.
Funnily enough,
okay.
We might be able to sprout.
Oh yeah. Good point.
It's possible. I like having all colors and having like cards on curve, so we're gonna keep.
Yeah, sure. Having all colors is really important.
Yeah, we could potentially kick this. It searches a basic. I'm sorry. It searches a land with a basic land type, not a basic. Those are 2 different things.
Oh, that's actually really good then.
Yes,
yeah, because that can hit up a lot of duels.
Yes, there's a couple cards with that wording in this set.
Crystal Grotto.
Yes, please.
Yeah, hell yes.
Don't take a damage for that. Caves of Koilos doing what it has to do. Thanks, Caves of Koilos.
Caves of Koilos dealing damage to the people playing it since, like, what, 2001? Earlier than that?
Yep. This is a fine Crystal Grotto turn.
Dealing like 4 damage to the people playing it, specifically. I feel like Caves of Koilos is the pain land that I see the most.
I'm okay with that draw.
I think we're going to win this game again off the back of, if you don't have a play until 4, you're probably not winning the game of Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, we're not as fast as that one, but we have a...
Yeah. You've got some reach.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's even worse than that. Sky Knight, because you can then Frenzy and check on the same turn next turn if you had to.
You have a counterspell? No.
Okay, they probably no. What do you do?
They're dead next turn. We're just gonna run them down. I don't care anymore.
That can only add 2/2 right now. It's just proper Root Walla at the moment. That costs a bunch of mana to activate.
Yeah, if I play Phoenix Chick and
play Phoenix Chick. Oh, you're actually missing the other,
we can't kick it.
Yeah. Do have enlist though, right?
You can't enlist a vigilance creature, by the way.
Because it's specifically an untapped creature that is not attacking, right?
Without summoning sickness.
Yeah.
So they can combat trick. Yup. But then they go to 5. And next turn I can just play Garna. And attack for 5 in the air. Yeah, okay. Again, you can't win a game of Magic with your first play on 4.
The first play was on 5.
5, yeah, on 5, sorry. Yeah, I'm a... What a Trumpet Blast.
Trumpet Blast is good.
Yeah. Someone curse people against aggro? I mean, there's the, like... Thank you.
All right, so we're at 5-0 right now.
Yeah,
that's pretty good, I guess.
We're at 5-0. It's fine. But yeah, this seems like a format where like you could be a big Green Lord.
Yep.
And we've seen a couple of players again. Nothing until 4. Like box. Yeah.
Yes.
This looks.
Yes, extremely good. This is better than it looks.
This is way better than it looks.
You've got a Sky, you've got an on-time Illus, and Weatherlight completed, and Garna can come out. Oh my god! Get that mountain! Holy shit!
We got Grotto, so Grotto is like a mountain.
I cannot believe you drew all 4 of them. What the hell?
The full combo. Are you ready for the full combo?
Yes!
Holy shit!
Sometimes Things just happen, and you play a constructed deck in limited briefly.
Yep, sorry.
Kill the strike team. All right, so you can't play Garna yet, but that's okay. You have the other 3 parts of it.
Yep. I can't gain life right now.
But your opponent could certainly lose life. And let you scry every turn? Oh my god.
I might be able to activate Lagomos next turn.
Ridiculous.
Sure.
Is that 5 or more creatures die
Yeah.
this turn? So it counts opponents' stuff too?
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
Garna?
Garna gets you a... I think it's Garna, yeah. Garna, actually...
The full combo is here! I'm so happy.
At the very least, your opponent here is going to have a story of this draft later to tell their buds of like, I played up against some Mardu asshole who had like
full
what
combo.
a mythic and 3 different parts of the like Mardu combo together cards.
Anyway, I get to draw off that and they lose life.
They lose 2 life and you drew a card off of it.
Sure. Anyway.
And then you don't care if any of these die.
No.
It doesn't matter. Holy shit.
Holy shit. You know, that turn, I was going to search.
Yeah, you were.
We were gonna search with Lagomos.
Wow.
Holy shit. Anyway.
This deck is so good.
Thank you for the game. Oh god. They were doing like fine things off curve. That was an opponent with like, normal game plan. Creatures, good creature, Knight of Menace is super good. Removal spell.
Yeah.
And then they super died forever. Because
they had a good start, and you just ran them over with literally the best start your deck can have.
Yeah.
Right? Like, the one thing that was off about it was Crystal Grotto instead of just having
yes.
Plains, Swamp, Mountain. That was the only way that the hand could have been better.
Keeping this. Okay, Grotto. No, thank you. Sleeper just on curve. Sometimes you just play Blade of the First Pride.
Wait, are you playing? I didn't know you were playing both Crystal Grottos. I thought you were only playing one.
I put the second one in, oh my god.
A little late, buddy.
They had a tap land. They had a tap land.
Oh, okay. Sure. All right.
Caves of Koilos.
Lets you play LS if you want.
So does Grotto.
Oh, yeah. Fair point.
I'd probably go Caves anyway.
Grotto isn't tapped, so... Oh, it auto-tapped in a way that made it so you don't take the damage.
I'm fine with that. I believe our opponent has a copy of Roto's Bounce. No, timely interference. Wow!
Oh, that feels bad.
Sure, whatever. They just want to cycle a card. That's fine. There you go. It does job.
Just feels bad that they -1. They basically played block 1 damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's cycled. It's cycled.
Yeah.
I want that mountain draw. Because mountain draw lets me play Kelton Strike Team full power.
Yep.
which is 1 million damage. 1 million, 2 million, 12.
It's some.
Some damage.
Many, lots. Buddy.
I'm not even blocking this.
You need to have, like... I mean, it can't block, so it makes sense to attack with it. It's just...
Yeah, I'm just not blocking it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not letting them, like, get this in combat.
Baird.
End the game. Yep.
And then they take...
they did have
11? Oh, wow. Okay.
So they go to 3. This is another.
Oh, yeah. That's right. It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, you got Pyroclasm?
You have Heirloom Battle Hymn. You have... You do have a 2-power flyer with it. Oh, man.
They are,
They're dead. They're dead on board.
They're dead.
Like,
They're
it doesn't matter
shit. They're dead
because
as hell.
that was the smoothest 7-0 you've ever done.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we dropping down to bronze does an assist on there, but good God, this deck did work.
Well, didn't everyone drop down to bronze? Like the...
if you were if you were at like, I think like platinum, you drop down to silver or something. I think you drop down like 2 ranks.
Yeah, but like vast majority of people drop down to
yes, because it's the beginning of month right now. If you,
yeah.
Oh,
so most people are actually on the same wavelength.
That's a good one. Anyway, that was that was extremely clean 7-0. Like,
you had one game in which you almost struggled. Almost. You didn't even really.
Not really. That was an opponent who got to 3 and was like, I guess I'm going to try to stabilize. I'm like, nah, my hand has 5 cards in it.
Yeah. Like.
Okay.
So
you,
things that I've learned about this is that this is a format in which death triggers are actually pretty good. That Goblin kicks ass. Sprouting Goblin doesn't need to have the kicker to go off to be good.
Mm-hmm.
If you manage to just assemble a 4-card combo, there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Like the thing about the combo we had was like, all right, we're gonna quick put this in here and get the so these are the sleeves from the secret lair.
The Pride Secret Lair.
Secret Lair. Because we've got it's really cool to have like Alicia here and have like these are good choices. I want to go with yeah. All right. Well,
personally, I'm fond of the Gay Council.
I like that one. That one's really strong. I think we'll swap between. Is I think the answer. Now we have a couple to use that way.
All
right. Let's Well,
want to do another one because that was so fast.
Yeah, the plan tonight was to do 2. So, Vault is, sure, whatever. Vault's at 140. That's fine. All right, round 2. So, very fun to see that like our deck was 2-color with a very working splash, right? Like.
Yes.
I feel like
that was an easy splash. The black was never a problem.
Yeah, we
honestly the double red on Garn was more relevant.
Yes.
Garna. Guardian of New Benalia.
This is...
Oh, this is the card that they showed off. That was the enlist card.
Yeah. Okay, that's power, because, like...
It's an extremely powerful bear.
Oh, also, we have Queen plus reinforcements, which is the good combo.
Yep. Guardian New Benalia does not require you to commit to anything aside from probably playing white, and even then functions as a splash because it's only one white.
Yeah, I like, and like this is such a good attacker because at late game lets us just, hey, lands are, my 4/2 can attack with disregard. Other cards.
Honestly, it's probably more likely to be a 5/2 because of all of the 3/1s in this set.
But whatever it is, it can attack, with reckless abandon. And
yeah, and Scry 2 every enlist is a lot. Like,
okay, this is like a fine uncommon.
Enters the battlefield with 2+1/+1 counters. Tear Asunder.
We also have
exile target artifact.
We also have Extinguish.
Extinguish the light again. Pretty good.
Vanguard. Talus Lookout's also really good. This is a good flyer. On death, it flips out. Or, gets us more cards. A lot of direction here. We could go Shalai's Acolyte.
Leaning in possibly. I like the idea of Shalai's Acolyte purely because it encourages to pick a color we didn't play last time.
Yeah, like my thought here is that Extinguish is probably like Extinguish or Tear are the ones. Yeah. But like Extinguish puts us in similar to what we already were, and I kind of want to do a different direction. Talus Lookout is the other card I think is worth looking at, but I'm a little more looking at, like, we can stick in white here. The kicker on this is low. Ooh, the Shoba Brawler.
That's the domain liker. Yeah. This thing is good at 3, especially. It's pretty good at 1. It's okay at 1 at just green. It's solid at 2. Once you get to 3, it becomes really good.
Yeah, I think of this as an Elvish warrior that just has more upside as the game goes along, and that's why I think we picked this up. And
the thing I like about Shoba Brawler specifically is that it's a domain card that does not really force you to want to care about playing 5 color. It's a domain card that encourages you to play like 3.
Right, or even like we put a copy of Molten Tributary in our deck as a 1/of, and like bam, now it's a 4 and we can tutor it because it has a land type.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Radiant Grove is looking nice. Griffin Protector always gets a job done. Red is here, but isn't really exciting me. This is a constructed card, not a.
Yeah, what's the Battle Mystic look like? It's a ETB.
This is a Eat It Welkin turn, Ken block. ETB, discard your hand, draw 2. So it's like the funkiest Mole Drifter.
Interesting.
If you have no hands.
It's cheap for a Mole Drifter, but it is it does eat your entire hand. So
yeah, I'm thinking Radiant Grove. I'm thinking Griffin Protector. Those are both fine cards. I kind of want to get the colors first because we're not really like.
You're not married to this now. Yeah,
but I do like card. I like white more than anything else. Where here, like, I could go ahead and pick up like maybe Sacred Peaks.
Standing of the tiny text.
There's some art in this set that like really stands out. This Bone Splinters is one of my favorites for being.
Yeah, there's a lot of neat Stark art in this. Yeah, I'm really glad that they've updated the style guide to allow cards like this. There's a lot of art, like visual stuff that won't come up nearly as often from old Magic to now because of the big rise of digital art specifically. It's a lot easier and people don't like to paint on physical art a lot of the time, but oh
wow,
yeah, okay,
that's a giant.
I like
growth.
that. That's a giant growth and a half.
Is that better than Mesa Cavalier?
Last time you actually managed to solidly pick up enough creatures by the end, even though you picked up a bunch of tricks early, and it didn't really harm your draft much. So I think it's probably not that bad of an idea from one draft. It seems like there's actually plenty of creatures in this set, and most of them are okay or good.
Okay, here's on plan.
Yeah.
Juniper Order, Root Weaver. 2/2 or a 3/3 or move the counter anywhere. Okay, like what we're sitting on.
Yep. I'm enjoying the direction of your deck.
Urza assembles the Titans.
Assembles the Titans.
So,
you need to have a Planeswalker for this to be worth anything.
Yeah, that's fine. So I love this for. So one of the things I love sagas for is like telling stories from ancient Magic. This is Invasion. This is the set Invasion where Urza assembled
a team of Planeswalkers,
the 9 Titans, which was called as such because the armors that they had, the mechs, were just called Titans.
Yeah. I guess the one thing that card would be playable for is for you without opening up specifically a Johnny. What the hell? Nice.
Okay, we need.
Oh, let's go.
So we don't currently have token making.
But now you're heavily encouraged to get it.
Yeah, so the way Queen Elena works is that whenever you would make tokens, you add a +1/+1 white soldier on top of all tokens.
Yeah.
It's not doubling, it's just +1. I'm going to go ahead and grab again. I'm going to grab these, because I think these are free to play over, like, a couple planes as, like, a...
Yeah, they're just ways to get the additional card types in there, specifically for the Nishoba Brawler.
This is the most body of bodies I've ever seen in life.
That's
one
of the most straightforward white commons in a while. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Captain's Call is amazing with Queen Elena. Yeah.
Make 4 1/1s. That's a lot better on rate. Also, +4/+4.
It's also just good on its own, too.
Yeah. Let's declare war so that we can make a Thopter and a 1/1. Sure. Going wide means we're more likely to want to play this.
Yeah.
Sure. Going wide means we're a lot more likely to want to play this.
You're not playing 2 of those. You're playing 1 of those at most. There's Evolved Sleeper, which is final.
Ooh.
I think with Evolved Sleeper, every color has had a Figure of Destiny now.
Yeah, because we had the blue one, we had the
Snow Destiny.
Snow
Obviously,
one.
Figure itself is both red and white, and then you've had the green one, the Ken of Destiny.
I've got nothing in Phyrexian.
Although I guess
missionary.
The Ken one did require you to pay white or black for it, so
yeah. So thinking missionary. For one, look at the body. If we don't kick it, we have a 2/3 for lifelink, and if we kick this, that's sweet. We could go ahead and like maybe pick up some more of these.
Sure. Or I mean, Crystal Grottos too were actually pretty alright. It's proving last game the scries on Crystal Grotto are legit.
Oh, we didn't mention stun counters as a thing.
Oh yeah, stun counters are. Well, they may have claimed outright by now that stun counters will likely replace Frost Breath effects. I'm going to go ahead and say for sure that they are not going to stick to that 100%. There's going to be a point in which they're just going to print Frost Breath again.
Yep.
Or something like it.
So, yeah,
This is a pretty empty hand pack.
Right, grabbing Artillery Blast, or maybe Banalish Sleeper, because, like, the black... Actually, if the black is real, Sleeper is real, right? Like, if the black splash becomes real. Is this more real? No, this is, like... I love the art on this.
Yep.
Shadow Right Priest. Here's the Cleric Lord.
Yep.
Double red. I would splash this if that were single red.
Yeah.
Phalanx, Sleeper number 2, Hexbane Tortoise. This is a good one.
Oh, what a weird turtle.
Yeah. Phalanx might be better here. This is big and it's really easy to like to get this to 1.
Yeah, following a Captain's Call, that's already only a 3, so... And that's on an empty board.
Yeah. Ooh. Oop, hold on.
Yes, here we go.
There
This
we
card
go.
is exactly what you want. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I didn't notice it until we got this card. Apparently, Zombify hasn't been around for like years in Standard. They like cut it out entirely, and they've been printing 5-mana Zombify with upside, and now here we're seeing Zombify with downside. This is literally the spell Reanimate from your own grave, but it also, the fact that this exiles is so weird. I don't know. Judge's Restoration is a very strange card to me. Atrocity, Faith Ponder. None of these super stand out.
Nah. Gardener's kind of interesting by being both a Death Touch dork and a mana dork at the same time, but cost 3? Ooh, Rada. Rada, huh?
I'm interested in this.
Hold on.
I'm interested in this.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're getting enough, like, fixing around that this is fine. Like, especially with these Deathbloom Gardeners, those fix, Scour of the Wilderness fixes. We've got these lands. Gaia's Might flat, huh? Sure. Let's get ourselves Grotto. Grotto did work.
People ain't interested in Braid's Frightful Return, which I get.
Yeah, I think that card is good when you have a deck that is, like, heavily sacrifice themed. But, like, otherwise it's like an expensive raised dead that just kind of doesn't do a lot. It's like a raised dead and, like, a weird edict.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes a red splash more real.
And also, if there's, so this is just if there's a +1/+1 counter or you used in list, then we get a token and we get double token. In draft, there's an ask, but that's the whole point of like a card that is like that, you know. Oh, I wasn't gonna say Johnny's name when the Titans passed by, but.
I don't have that power. What is this?
Yes, it's time.
I mean, yeah, obviously
to kill.
you take it and like don't feel bad about it. But also, what the hell?
Like when we saw Titans, I was gonna mention like, well, there's only one in color Planeswalker, but I didn't want to I did not want to say the word because then Ajani would have never shown up. Okay, anyway, so Johnny's a completed walker. What that means is that you can pay that Phyrexian mana in the top as 2 life, but you lose 2 loyalty for it.
Yeah.
I love the design on Sleeper Agent because
we will make this world complete.
the text on this Ajani is perfect as a Sleeper Agent because it's like you read the card and you're like, oh yep, that's Ajani. Yep, sure. Creature, Planeswalker, sure, whatever. Yep.
Poison counters.
+1/+1
Out of nowhere.
Counter, and then, poison counters. Oh, fuck.
Deadly poison.
Poison. Vial of poison. One more Scout the Wildernesses or Vine Wall, maybe.
It's worth noting about Scout the Wilderness for what it's worth. That does not save a card with a basic land type. That is just a basic land. Yeah.
I still probably want it.
I mean, it still makes tokens. It's still on plan. Like it's not. I'm not saying don't pick it.
Yeah.
I'm saying it does have a downside here. Astor is this is the equipment or vehicle liker. Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? I'm gonna grab another land to help out on Baird/Rada.
I feel like the thing about these equipment and like equipment likers that they keep on printing in sets, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're weirdly enough, they are almost always exclusively for it feels like they're almost exclusively for fucking constructed because they almost never print enough limited equipment to actually support them in limited.
Well, okay, funny thing. Oh, that's easiest pick in the world.
Kaldheim being like an exception to this because there was a lot of equipment.
I was gonna say, funny thing is with that legend, if we had that legend in the previous deck, like I feel like, actually, did we have a chance at at getting that legend last time? Because we probably should. No,
I don't believe it ever showed up.
Because it grants crew 1, which
which would have made you probably would have taken it, I guess, huh? Because you did in fact pick up a mythic. Bortuk, right?
Oh, I want Citizens Arrest. Sorry, Bortuk's real cool. I love this bog troll. When you cast Bortuk, choose a creature, either put it into play if domain is low enough on mana value, or put it in hand. We want a removal. We don't actually have a lot right now.
Bortuk is cool. I do think he costs 1 mana too much, but I mean it is on plan again if you wanted to go for it. Like, at the same time, I feel like you're going to be struggling to.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to be struggling to actually play it.
I think.
Whereas, the Wooded Verge line actually lets you play Rada and Baird easier.
Oh. But there's also a Juniper Order Root Weaver.
Yeah.
Damn.
Do like that goblin though.
Yeah, very good goblin. I think Root Weaver is a good way to keep pressure. Forces.
I still think double red is too much. I don't. Even if you completely cut the black out, I still think that double red is too hard to play on a splash.
I know. Just grab a Weaver, like a.
Plus, for what it's worth, it would not really affect like a good 2/5 of your creatures.
I'm just gonna keep my damn black splash in here. 2 Phyrexian Missionaries.
So long as you don't actually have to pay for black, like you're not forced to pay for black, then go for it. I mean, he's a rare, and it is hilarious to see a rare like wheel like this, but
technically playable.
Yeah, okay, that's playable.
Technically playable.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's much more playable.
That's much more playable.
All Monstrosity you wouldn't play, but I feel like that card's actually probably better than it seems.
Rules question: how does Queen's Power work with Baird? Let me read Baird.
If
base
Baird is,
I believe
this is always the base power.
Base power. If this were worded like Knight of the Reliquary, where it's like ++, then it would.
I think. Yeah, I think stars are always equal to base power.
Okay, so we're gonna want to include Citizen's Arrest, Missionary, Light, Guardian of Nubinelia, Root Weavers, Acolyte, Phalanx, one of the Flyers, Captain's Call. Then we want Brawler, Scout, Warlord, and a whole bunch of things here. And then I want, like, Strength of the Coalition, Vine Wall, Riffin, Gardener. Artillery Blast and Heroic Charge are also reasonable. Now, the final question is, do I want to include the basic land types to grab off Scout? One, two, three, four. One. Hold on, something got cut there. Alex. Hero Mountain for certain wants in.
Yeah, I'm looking at the rules right now, and I do believe that stars count as whatever the star is currently at is what counts as its base power and toughness. Which means it is the only way to get modular base power and toughness on a creature.
Yeah.
You have a pretty good amount of red fixing.
You like cut the bog?
Yeah, I think you can cut the bog.
So the reason I want forest here is because forest actually has less. We have 8 white sources and 8 green sources now, counting the grotto as both.
Yep.
So.
And you have 6 red sources, despite only playing 1 mountain, which is impressive.
That's messed up and good. And we also have...
It's excellent. It makes your primary splash legit.
2 black sources, so we prioritize the swamp when we can.
Yep.
So, alright. This one is a different style of go wide. I feel like it might want 1 copy of Trumpet Blast of this. But I'm not sure.
Charge.
Yeah, like I'm not sure how to fit that. 17 creatures, which is 18 creatures, which is 19, 20 creatures. So it's Citizen's Arrest, Strength of New Benalia, and Ajani. It is an overrun on the kick, you're right. That's +2 a trample. I think I want 1 copy of this. I just don't know what it is. Vine Wall, maybe? This is just a filler thing that grabs a land? Yeah, let's see that. Now, we may have to adjust colors a little bit. Because, like, white is 17. Yeah, let's admit that. White needs the extra pip. Alright. It doesn't even have the swap here. All right. All right. Okay. Yup, sure. I look like a Boros deck. Hello. -2/-2. Tribute Durborg, -2/-2. Sure. That's fine. Okay. Ajani's a card that's going to take a while before I want to play. I put it's like 5 color. Oh hell, yep. There's Rada. Yeah, that's kind of dangerous. want... What do we want here? I want a kill spell for Rada, that's what we want. Missionary kicked. Griffin Protector. We're taking 8 next turn. Kind of want to leave the Death Touch available. Okay, we're going to take a 8 here, go to 10. And then try to play defense. Make sure Rada can't attack safely. That's basically the idea. Oh, that's bad. Now Rada can attack safely. My board's gone. What happened? My everything. Well, I'm playing 3 1/1s because 3 1/1s can block Rada. If they have a trick, we'll lose the game, and that's fine. Okay. We're gonna try stabilizing. That sounds like a good idea to me. It's fine. It's absolutely not fine. We're absolutely dead as shit. We're gonna chump block the 4/6, then play out a team next turn, and then try to like a Johnny back into this. Actually, we make a 5/5 Knight of Dawn's Light. That's probably good enough. If they don't have removal, we're okay there. Yeah, we'll try a 5/5 Knight of Dawn's Light. That's enough to threaten this board. Okay. Okay, we can win if Pizza's here. That's just what we have to hope for right now is winning on Pizza Steer.
Phyrexia can be your pride, as it is mine. Excise the unworthy.
Oh, heck, our opponent's back. Okay. I think Time Walk is enough to get us back in the game. Akon's run, it's the Goyf.
Reinforcements are near.
Okay. Yup. Yup. plus X and trample until end of turn where the X is the number of basic lands you control. Okay. Do they just go straight to the Weather Sea Treaty's final mode? No, they're full moding it. Oh, they want more domain. They don't have more domain. That's weird. We're gonna scry first. We're gonna put a land on bottom.
Every day, more rally to our glorious cause.
Okay. We're trying, goddammit. More soldiers, more pump, more soldiers, more pump. So I'm worried about the plus X trample turn. They might be able to kill on that turn. They've got pretty big creatures. Are they not gonna grab another? No, they're just like grabbing lands. Okay, okay, a creature with reach. Sure. Alright, do I want a plus a Johnny, or do I want... Do I want the counter? I think we want a plus a Johnny here. Hell yes!
In perfect harmony.
That's
Hell yes, that's
a big 3-drop at that point.
Holy shit, okay.
That's a power with greater than its base toughness. So here's 2 1/1s.
Here's 2 1/1s, which is how we've been staying alive. This has been on the razor's edge. We were at 6 life against an empty board with this. And we've slowly been moving up. We did it. Oh, God, thank you. Yeah, so there was a point where we were at 6 and we had an empty board against these two. The reason they lost, I want to say, was because they should have been more aggressive with the Letter Seed Treaty. They should have read ahead to 3. Also, pizza. Yeah, we won the pizza. That's actually much more true.
Did they lose a turn?
Yeah, so
or something?
again, they had Yavimaya Sojourner in this against an empty board. We played 2 1/1s and passed, and then they pizza'd a turn.
I see.
They were gone for 2 minutes. We got a time lock, and that time lock was enough to get a 5/5 Night of Dawn's Light. We didn't deserve that win, but we'll take it. Johnny's a pretty good card, I suppose.
I've heard that.
Johnny did some scrying, I guess. That was... Tangleroot G.
The original Tangleroot. The smooth, crisp taste of Tangleroot.
Alright, I'm probably just playing Missionary on curve here. Because, like, and then I go grab the mountain with Scout, and then we get to Rada on a lifelinker. And that seems, like, pretty strong. You got a Blade of the First Bride for us? Hi, Johnny. They've got something here. I don't know what. No. I think they're gonna flash in 2 1/1s. I think they're gonna flash in 2 1/1s. So, Rada's very bad with a Johnny. Hands off Vigilance.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
Yep. So, a little awkward there. Okay.
I see we are the same opponent.
Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna Captain's Call and pass. They have the team pump though. That's fine. These are all like 2/2s.
All you have to do is avoid giving the counters to Rada, I guess.
Yeah, which sucks because Rada wants to attack. You know, fuck.
That is actually pretty rough. I see.
New plan. Night.
Phyrexia surrounds you. Don't resist.
We're gonna go split here.
You see, Ajani is also a sleeper agent and a traitor because he has the words "among up" on his card.
Yes.
Eye and sharpened steel.
That's
Just like the game.
That's how you know.
Among Up.
Among Up.
Or Among Up, as the kids like to call
Yeah.
it.
Can't believe Ajani would traitor.
When I was a fair amount of time ago, I was like thinking about which, specifically when Neon Dynasty came out and Tamiyo was the first completed walker. I was thinking like, There's two options there. They don't do it again because they probably find completed walkers extremely difficult to design. Or they're going to do it again, and like I went through like mentally all of the walkers that they would have chosen for that, and Ajani was actually my thought because Ajani hadn't showed up in a while. Ajani's a popular planeswalker in general. Like, is a fair number of reasons why I think it made perfect sense.
Well, like, oh, I think a lot of the choices are ones that are extremely like thought out. Like, okay, what are we doing here? We have, you know, like how can we make the stakes as?
We have allies everywhere.
Thanks.
Pretty good.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good draw.
That's a really good draw. Like, how can we make the stakes feel real? Like, because like, you know, one of the things that you have to have, like with Amonkhet, is a good example of like a set where the stakes just didn't work, in my mind. Because like,
yeah,
we go attack Bolus in his house, and we all get away scot-free. Like, not full,
like,
you know, like.
Not fully, but
Like,
he does is scatter them. Like, they don't actually take any real damage. Like, so instead that they have been making it so that even though I'm like 900% sure all of the completed walkers are actually going to be fine in the end, not fine by the perspective of like they're going to get the Phyrexian out of them, fine from the perspective of there have been completed. There have been Phyrexian characters in the past who have actually ended up on the good guy side anyway. I think they're gonna break them
Right.
the
Like,
the brainwashing part of it.
Because
like,
the thing is with both Ajani and Tamio, they've kind of had a little bit of story stuff from their perspective.
Yeah.
We're losing Ajani this turn, by the way.
Yeah.
I have no idea how we're winning this. I have 4 pumps. I can go make this an 8/8. There's no way you have enough blockers. The idea here is that I want to force... Okay. Stop that. Yeah, but yeah, like so, like with both Ajani and Tamio that we've seen from their perspective, like both of those have been shown with like the Phyrexians have taken like one of their kind of core beliefs and twisted it to apply to themselves. With Tamio, it's their you know family. With yeah, I'll take the rest here, thanks. I think I need to wait 1 turn. I don't think I can attack. Yeah, so with Tamio, that's her family. With Ajani, that's his concept of his pride, similar to his family, but in a different, not like actual family. I think I'm passing. That card can't live.
Yeah, it's gonna kill the shit out of you.
Like, that's just untap, kill me, so... I'm at 26, so I've got time. Yeah, because they didn't have enough bodies to, like, wrath my board if I had let them there.
You auto tap, triple tap the white there.
Yeah. That's... Damn.
My other thought was Sarkhan. Sarkhan, I felt like, was the other most likely of the reasonably popular walkers to do so.
I've heard at least a dozen times now, everyone seems convinced on this idea that the Chibi Walkers set was them spoiling the entire storyline.
I feel like that's unlikely.
I don't buy that because
yeah,
that seems very strange to do. How am I still drawing lands when I've scryed like... Okay, I haven't... Whatever. We are attacking though. We need to slowly whittle away their board. I don't have time. Really?
Okay. They probably have the +2 plus.
If they have the +2, we were never winning it, but
I feel like they drew it. Is the idea.
Yeah. Like, there's no world where they have that card and we're winning, so.
So you may as well just make the blocks it can and see what happens.
We take. A reasonably hefty amount here. We'll take 5, 11, 15 in the air, and then hopefully kill back. But if they have, again, if they have the plus, then yep, there it is. Cool. There was even if I left back Knight of the Dawn, we were still losing to this card. So that's the reason we needed to kill them fast, was because this existed. Because, like, we could have blocked, like, 10 damage. No, sorry, not 10, because this only blocks one creature. We could have blocked this 7 and still died.
Overrun in white with the trample attached to red. So it's a red card, functionally, for that.
Weirdly enough, like, usually these days, overruns aren't, like, a
they're
big...
not a green thing.
Yeah, well, usually you get, like, +3/+3, no trample.
Yeah. I feel like overruns are actually more of a red thing in Modern Magic, right? Like, green has been handing off trample a lot on single targets, but it doesn't really trample team much anymore, I feel like. Whereas red is more likely to trample team.
Yeah. Alright, this is actually super good. Because I get to put a counter on Missionary next turn.
Also, technically, I've been reading the 2021 the Mechanical Color Pie article a lot for reasons as of late. Officially, the ruling is actually that trample is in all of the colors, but there has to be an incredibly suitable reason for either blue, white, and even black sometimes to get it. In the case of black, it's just on demons. Demons can get trample, no problem. In white, it is very specific angels, usually ones associated with the chroma. And for blue, it's leviathans. Giant blue creatures are allowed to have trample. Yeah, the main reason is basically if that creature is extremely large, then it's allowed to have trample, regardless of color. Handing off trample, otherwise, though, is exclusively in green and red. It's not in any other color.
So if I draw any land, Scout is 3 tokens.
That's pretty good.
And I also have Citizen's Arrest and Pump Up, so...
Mm-hmm.
I believe their plays need to be, oh boy. It's just pick up a Grizzly Bear, huh?
That's not a fantastic play for them.
Tap land, sure.
Tap land puts it off a turn, but it does actually still let you do it. That's
Anyway.
32 life versus 10. That's a number to circumvent.
All right. Some of the tap land any moment. What was that? Any land? True.
Blue overrun would be handing off flying instead of trample.
Yeah, you want
That's all it would be.
You want an overrun that exists in blue? It's called flying crane technique. Okay, this deck works. Our opponent there had some problems on getting early, but again, I feel like people are like really playing too high a curve
Extremely
right now.
slow.
Yeah.
Like they probably aren't prioritizing. It's actually weird to me because I feel like it's like immediately obvious that there's a fair number of really good aggressive cards in this set. Like, decides to play incredibly slow without having a good like early curve. That's seems like a dangerous move.
This one is on the fence, by the way. Not a great looking hand. My hope is that we have enough 2s and 3s that we can just draw into something to something to play on in the interim, and then play Griffin and then kick. If we don't do that, then we're the player who doesn't do anything till 4. I love, again, the fact that I can just play this out as a 2-3, incredible.
Yep.
Oh wow, did they roll the 5? Yes.
Yes, they did.
Damn.
That's pretty rough for them. It is a new set, and
Yeah.
people are probably going in without like having a you know, new players, obviously, every time. Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, thank you.
Understandable, but
Yep,
no.
they needed to sorcery that. Sounds pretty good. We're gonna go. Kick in.
Phyrexian Missionary, most annoying card. 2022.
Rock's War Monk was pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Baird, you have a thing that's powered up.
Yeah. Do I want to put the Griffin down? I think I want the Griffin first. Because I want the Flyer to kill them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No attacks. If they attack, I'll just take 6. I don't care. Like...
Lifelink forgives so many things. Mainly, choosing to block or not.
Yep, so here we can go, now we just get 1/1s until the end of time. Sure. These are good cards, by the way. This one has a graveyard effect that just return a creature. Anyway. And then Baird. And then... I'm really impressed with this card.
Yeah, that happens a lot more often than it would seem.
Yeah.
Like, it's surprisingly good. Okay, well, now at this very second, you need to stop drawing lands.
But we still have Baird advantage, so that's okay. Also,
yeah.
I would note that this feels like a card that would want to exist in your...
Yeah.
We're just going to kick a land to go get another land. We're down to 4 basics and 4 non-basics. I could probably just go wide at some point. Maybe next turn.
You're close. Yeah. They have 4 blockers. You have how many attackers?
I'm math for
7?
blockers.
You're gonna take 3. They will kill. Yeah.
And they take 6.
Or that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Math is for blockers.
Weirdly enough, I find it difficult to read out how many tokens you have in Arena. Which is weird considering they give you a number, but it's like, it's not, that number doesn't comprehend.
I know, like mentally, I always have like a, oh, we get an orb, sure. Let's see what we can do.
I read it as the number of creatures that are currently attacking and not the number of tokens that you have.
All right, well, let's go.
Is what it is.
Yeah. All right, so what do we got here? We've got, down at the bottom, we got Strike Team, Prodigy, Sleeper, Timely, and Urborg Repossession. And then we've got Restoration, Joint Exploration. This is also a neat way to kind of see how the like kick cycles work.
Mm-hmm.
Terra Sunder, Fires of Victory, Firestorm, Urborg Lurgoyf, Archangel of Wrath,
What do you
Vidalian
call it, Urborg
Mindsayer.
Lurgoyf and not simply Urborgoyf?
Urborgoyf, yeah. Stronghold Arena, Defiler of Flesh, Defiler of... Oh! I thought these were at Mythic. These are all at Rare. Okay.
No, they're at Rare. Yeah, the Defilers are a lot more common than...
Okay. We have not seen the Defilers. I've dodged the curse that I was put under. Oh boy, look at these. Ooh. We got Braids, we got Squee.
You know, funnily enough, Braids is pretty bad against Squee.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Silverback Elder. Whenever you cast a creature spell, do a thing. And then Sheldred.
Sheldred is interesting. The new Sheldred's interesting because it's like such a harsh inversion on old Sheldred. Old Sheldred's like this
A game-ending bomb that you reanimate and play on. You know, you like Sheldred's one of the most powerful.
Sheldred's probably the second strongest of the original Praetors. Like, and on top of that, she's also the splashiest of the original Praetors. You know, like it has the most. It's not the most game warping effect because that's Elesh Norn.
That's Elesh Norn easy.
But it's the most like it's such a large effect though, you know, of like, oh yeah, they have to sack something, you get to put something on for free. It's huge. Whereas this Sheldred is like the most understated of all of the new Praetors. Even compared to Urabrask, I think, which has like an interesting sort of play on a similar effect.
I'm making decisions.
You certainly are. You're playing like a number of your opponents right now.
I'm assuming that I will just go Griffin Protector into a pile of tokens and my opponent will die.
Well, if your opponents are also doing it, then it's fine, you know?
This is just the line. We are going to kill you with flyers, and they're going to be these really nicely drawn griffins that... This was a card that was in, oh god, we had this in another set. It was good there. Yep, sure, Pegasus. Yeah, oh no. Human Knight, it's not the Pegasus, fine. No blocks. I'm the greatest player who ever lived.
Jesus Christ, come on.
I'm the smartest Magic player in life.
Don't reward this behavior.
Greed is good, everybody.
Oh god, your opponent's dead on like the turn following that. Because that's +4. That's +4/+4 to both of your protectors, and she's gonna be what, an 8/8 at that point?
Yes.
7/7.
Yeah, 7/7 at that point. Oh no, Captain's Call. That's a pretty good card.
Well, I guess that the one thing here is that
Alright. In it to win it.
if they attack with the Cavalier, they're not going to. They're not going to because you can block it right now.
Yeah.
So they'll have a blocker for that turn.
Oh no. That's your stun? I guess. I'll take 3.
Oh no, they don't have a blocker because they tapped it within list. Strength of the Coalition is how much?
+2/+2.
Okay. So they're taking 12.
Anyway.
And Strength of the Coalition is going to make your tokens huge, too, comparatively, so...
Yep. I believe I've got the Fear of God put into them.
I mean, after that, yeah. That's 8. Yeah, I think so.
That's a just-in-case block.
Yeah, they very easily could have had a... Ooh. Okay, so depending on how they block here, they lose. They lose. They lost to any combat trick here.
Yeah. It literally doesn't matter. I'm victorious. I can't be beaten. I'm completely
for what
invincible.
it's worth, you played a card on 3. That's it's understandable to win from playing cards on 3 onward.
3.
Yeah. You can survive off 3 if it's a sufficiently good 3. Sure, you played it as a 1/1. Just a 1/1. But still.
Yeah, they have this, like... Our deck can generate some rude as shit plays.
I feel like that's the difference between Boros and Selesnya in a lot of, like, with token plans on them. With Boros, it's expected, you know? Like, you're just going to keep on... It's going to keep on expanding out, and then you're going to have some big exponential damage multiplier on that. But Selesnya, it's sneaky about it. It's like it's not on its face going to turn out into just 1,000,000 damage. But it has some weird synergy that forces that to happen.
So the reason I'm keeping this is that Guardian of Nubenalia will just scry me into the land sooner or later.
Yeah, it's not that hard to...
Our opponent is... okay.
Defenders like her dot deck.
No point in pushing here. And they have all the lands for it, too. Oh, that's Yav Coast. Yeah. So they have... This is the 4 colors. There's no defender, and... Oh, shit. This card's majorly hell. Nail Von Darnus here is,
Oh, man.
So you look at top X, where X is domain, basically scry 1 to the top, but if you're at full domain, you just draw.
Right. I have now actually defeated Nail Deus Darnus. It's a thing that I have done. That fight is very hard.
Hardest of the entire tier, and it's a boy howdy.
Yeah. I am aware that that does not mean that, 13 is a pushover. It's just that 9 is the hardest. That's all.
That's all it is, yes.
Yeah.
Scry 2.
You do want the forest for sure. You kind of want both of these.
I kind of want both. Like,
yeah.
Forest lets me play a Johnny, and then, like...
Swamp will be nice later.
So if I'm going to play a Johnny, am I plusing a Johnny, and then... No, I'm probably just playing... I want the Swamp for Phyrexian Missionary, so let's keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm discarding a card, I'll just discard, like... There's no way I'm discarding here. This will just take 4.
Yeah, they wouldn't trade their 2/4 flyer for a card in your hand.
Yeah. So they get to scry 3 because this isn't a forest. It's not scry, it's only 1 on top, so it's different than scry, but... Hey, how long did I caught on and off bits of the nail fight?
Almost 3 hours exactly.
Almost 3 exactly, huh? Oh boy.
By that I mean 3 with like plus minus 5 minutes.
That's incredible. All right.
The successful run was, being completely honest, the thing that was killing us the most was specifically in the Dragons phase. It was people not paying attention to whether or not they had the Thunder debuff.
The Thunder kills you on the spot if you take that. It's so bad.
If that hits more than like 2 people, you've already lost almost. Like,
yeah, because like I did remember seeing you do like you did like 1 attempt at it, like when you did coils 1 through 8.
Yeah, and accidentally getting to phase 2 was incredible.
You got to phase 2 on the first attempt, which I was like, oh, that's
We got not only to phase 2 on the first attempt, we got to 28% on the first attempt.
Oh my
and
god.
Again, that was completely blind. I had no idea what I was doing. I got handed 3 of the meteors and happened to place them perfectly. Like, completely without knowledge of how that mechanic worked mechanically at all. And we just happened to get to there. And then, of course, we did wipe to at 28%, but we got surprisingly deep.
Yeah.
Like, after then later doing it and actually learning the fight, it took us a while to get back to that. Like...
Well, like, yeah, because, like, meteors takes... Oh my god. I think... I would like to thank everyone for them not milling my forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
that it's fine. I have Deathbloom Gardener, and now everything's like fine. I don't care anymore. I'm actually pushing them pretty hard here. That's full domain. They just played a land and it gave them the other 2 types. Whoops.
Oh, okay. Here's their drawing each turn now.
They are Scry 5 drawing.
Yes.
Like, this is the best impulse you've ever cast. Yep, 1 top, 4 bottom, draw it. So Shalai's Acolyte is a good line next turn, just to... Sure. Just to get a flyer down. Good card, not exactly where we need to be.
If things change, you can just put that back on bottom, you know?
Yeah, or if they mill it, I'd rather they mill it, because then we can missionary to missionary.
Yeah. Rue Weaver or Baird?
We're not doing anything on the ground here.
Yeah, okay, Baird then. Rue Weaver gives a token, right? Sorry, counter, right? So, like...
Oh, boy. Anyway, here's Swords to Plowshares. Unkicked. So the idea is that Shalai's Acolyte, you know, contests Nail.
Yeah.
On this turn, and I can arrest Nail. Now, I think they should mill me right now. I don't know if they know that they should mill me right now. They didn't mill me right now. Okay.
They did, however, lava axe you.
That's okay. I have a Death Toucher for that. And they're not like... The Gibbering Barrack... No, this is not the one that does damage. This is just sack a creature draw. I thought that was the one that we lost life to. Let's get you the hell out of here. Don't make the mistake of attacking here. This card has reach.
You can see the archer down there, the bow and arrow. Don't make the mistake of attacking before you put a counter on it with Reaper.
Or just a Johnny +3.
Or Johnny, yeah.
A Johnny +3 is my most likely move because I just want to push this opponent down before they can do anything. They seem
plus
like they have a
the
long
vigilance
game.
attached to it as well also significantly simplifies down what they would end up doing.
I just want to push our opponent down because right now they have this like you know, draw cards, mill cards, go on the offense. Okay. They also have lava axes. That's a good lava axe, by the way. Alright, I think we go Juniper Order Rue Weaver.
Do you want to know what the strangest thing... I'm sorry to bring this up right now, but do you know what the fucking absolute strangest thing that I receive as DMs on Twitter is?
What is the strangest thing you receive as...
Job offers for Japan. As if I lived in Japan.
Huh.
I don't know why. I have no idea why they do this.
Weird. Okay, so having a 4/5 here means that we're not taking lethal. The problem is they can turn on their bodies. I don't believe this.
take 4, but otherwise you have a bunch of very profitable blocks.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lose both creatures because I can pump Knight.
Yeah.
I think I want the Barricade dead more than I want the Mill dead. No. I want your secondary win con off the table. If they have a pump spell, they have a pump spell. I'm not making single blocks on each of these.
I received a job offer to be like an HR person at Yahoo for some reason. It was specifically for Japanese men from ages like 20 to 30 or so.
Huh.
I don't fulfill that. I fulfill like most of it, but not one key part. Anyway, that was rough.
That's pretty bad. Anyway. The wall that tutors a wall.
Wall boys.
And the wall they're tutoring is the one that kills you.
Oh, yeah, you're dead. Okay.
Not today.
All flesh will be made to serve. Show them the weakness of their flesh.
Yeah. I think I'm dead, but I have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
No point in holding that. Well, Dribal's interesting. I think it's a pretty real deck, especially because like aggro is a real deck, and there's a lot of good just anti-aggro tools in here. Blight Pile is a good win con for it, so is the one that makes birds. I feel like you need the win con ones though to go in on it. Like if you just have this stuff. Like,
I feel like that's been the case for every single time they've done Defenders Matter, which has only been like 3 times.
But though this set, it's a lot stronger than in like Rise, I think, because these bodies are just good at like stuffing you.
Yeah,
right?
these are actually able to stuff things as
Whereas
opposed to in Rise where
Fence
they
Sentinel-
died to any Eldrazi, literally any. Your opponent plays the 8/8 common with Annihilator 2 in the set of Rise of the Eldrazi. They just lose on the spot, right? Like, and it's not like the Defender's plan in Rise was fast. It wasn't. It was very slow.
We have allies everywhere.
I'm trying to believe. Anyway, I lose 5 life. And then I lose 5 life. You put 6 Ulamog Crushers in your cube provision, just you're right. That felt like it was like I feel like the wall deck is something that works out really well, especially as like when you have both have the win con walls or stuff like that in your deck, but also like it's very good at just sort of stuffing aggression. We didn't have as aggressive a start as I would have liked, but oh, this one's awkward as hell. No. Every Lancelot is a toolbox Crusher. That wouldn't matter if like the format's just like a normal set, because you don't play Crusher in like most limited formats. You have to make a set that actually either has like a go long or a ramp strategy. I don't think I can keep this. Oh no. Okay. Charge down, Acolyte down. Yeah. If I draw into a white source... Okay. Okay. I like this card being Phyrexian Human Cleric. That's pretty cool. I just like this card. This is a strong card. Please spend your removal right now. Lightning Strike my missionary. You can do it. Oh. Or you can play your weird Traveler's Amulet, I guess. This is like look at top 5, grab a land, and then if you didn't grab a land, draw a card. It's very weird. This is such a wordy 7 lines of text for like a Traveler's Amulet. Yeah, it grabs a... Oh boy! Alright. Sure, they grab a white source. They put the rest on bottom in any order. Bottom in random order? Random order. Yeah, it's not Expedition map, oh, they have a green, huh? Okay. Oh. I'm gonna play Griffin Protector and I'm gonna attack. Is that okay? If you don't do anything for 4 turns, I will kill you. I guarantee this. If I draw an untapped land, we get a Scour kicked. Are they a Lightning Strike? Okay, Artillery Blast, sure. Even if I get it kicked, I still get the Griffin Protector. Okay, so them having removal there was necessary to not die if they didn't have that. Like, we could have tried to, like, play more, like, around that, but I don't think we have the luxury on a Molda 5. So...
Yeah, especially not when your opponent had not played anything for 3 turns.
Yeah, we just need to press. Again, hopefully, you know, if we draw land, we get to scout, attack for 6. And hopefully we can ride the Griffin to the end of the game. Alright. I'm going to scout, and I'm going to ride the Griffin to the end of the game. I have all colors. I have double of all colors. I don't care what this grabs. There's double white in the deck. There's more white than anything else. Okay. So they lightning strike the protector. Damage equal to cards in hand. Sure.
Makes sense.
If you kick it, draw a card before it deals the damage. Okay. They're doing a good job of keeping our early... Oh, boy. Terrifying. Guardian of New Benelia is good here. It lets us, like, be aggressive. Hopefully we can, you know, hopefully it doesn't die right now while we're empty-handed, and it lets us sculpt our draws to whatever the best card is. We're still attacking for 4. I'm just taking 5. However, they do get to just cast Fork when Najal attacks. And also, sorceries have Flash.
Well, makes sense.
Yep. My name is Najal the Stormrunner, and I'm the fastest man alive. Oh!
That copies the kicker too, doesn't it?
That copied the kicker. They just gained 8 life on that one. All right, let's
That's hard to come back from.
Okay, our opponent is the right kind of greed. Look at this. Removal, 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 fixing. Like, they know how to stay alive. You know? The hell are you? Look at an opponent's hand and then choose any card name. Spells opponent's cast with that. Activated abilities cost. Okay. Well, you can see my planes, so that's good. Then you need to name a Johnny. If they name a Johnny, they will absolutely obliterate me. Because I wouldn't be able to use it. Did they just...
They chose itself.
I choose me. I am the anointed peacekeeper today. Look, yeah, that is any card name. Yeah, this is a 3/3 vigilance. It's fine. But if they would have named a Johnny, could have got me.
Well, I mean, in other circumstances too. If you had anything in hand that wasn't that, they would have just chosen that.
Yes.
You know.
But here they just... Oh boy, they paid the 2. This bodes ill. Hey, do you like Growth Spiral?
Do you like Explore?
Okay.
I'm casting a literal 2 Explorers right there.
That's the literal 2 Explore. Can you name You Are Already Dead? You think... Oh, God. If... Yo, Aether Channeler, how you doing? This is the greatest Man of War ever printed. Just, I don't know, do whatever you want. Who cares?
Man. Yeah.
Anyway, I want the board. These have been reasonably strong draws. But yeah, if you Peacekeeper naming You Are Already Dead, that's like some high-level BM. If your cube has Soul Herder or anything like that, this card is like an auto include. We had a card in black, sort of like this, in Strixhaven. It like made a 1/1 pest, or lost a life draw card, or I think it might have exiled cards in grave. I forget the third mode on it. Oh, goodbye. Ooh, another one of these fixing tablets. Alright, so the revealed cards are... oh, you know.
Yeah, makes sense.
The greatest of lords.
If you opened up Joda, makes sense for you to go for a full 5 color.
Yeah. I think they're doing it right. We'll split the power here. Yeah, I mean, now Joda's on the bottom because they tableted away, but... Okay. Huh. Creatures you control your +1/+1 vigilance. Okay.
That's a card right out of my set, basically.
I don't know how I'm winning here. I don't think I am, is the answer. Got him!
You got them sub below their starting life total again.
After they gained 1 million life. Missionary for missionary would have been good, but there's a 3/3 flyer. My life total's looking a little slim. They're doing something with their graveyard. Sure. Okay, Death Touch. Full fixing. Anyway, that's game. We can't even attack with Phalanx because they can pump their team and block with a 6/5. I'm surprised we were anywhere close to in that game. Like, had they not had the flyer, we were, like, still losing, but not nearly. Like, we actually have, like, some graveyard loops we can do. Anyway, this one went 4-3.
Slightly better than the average.
Yep. I really like the look, how this deck ended up. You know, Queen did a lot. Baird. I kind of want to be picking Baird pretty heavily. Like, Baird just feels really good. It seems like trivial to get this to trigger. You know? +1/+1 counters from anything. Pump from anything. Enlist from anything. Griffin activation. Rada. Ajani. Nearly every card in our deck had some way, you know, was like good at doing that. So, Rada didn't get to do anything?
No, Rada didn't. Rada kind of ended up a little bit out of place in this deck, it turns out,
yeah.
Where...
We had the weird anti-synergy between Johnny and Rada, where there was one turn where it's like, if I could have pumped Rada and attacked in, it would have been really strong, but Rada wouldn't have tapped, and Rada needed to be like 5/5 to not die in combat.
Yeah,
and like,
so she would have been fine if pumped by instead like the there's the creature that you have it, or the Strength of Coalition. Yeah, one of those two did it, but unfortunately with the Ajani, there's an anti-synergy going on there.
But yeah,
full mambo.
Yeah, because Rada's made for Enlist. I I don't like this card. More specifically, I like this card. I don't like that its name is Rada, Coalition Warlord. We've had 3 Radas.
And all of them have involved generating mana,
Yes,
right?
all of them have involved. So Rada original was a 2/2 that attacked and made 2 red or tap for green. Rada the second was make green or red based on the number of attackers that stayed until the end of turn. And Rada, the most recent, was a 3/3 that could play lands off the top of your deck. And then also could
it still cares about lands, but not in the same way.
Yeah.
And like it doesn't let you. It doesn't further your ability to generate mana in any way. It is actually kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It depends on you having already done so.
The other part I thought was a sort of a miss here is that in the story bits, they have like a bit of a running bit where Rada and Danitha are kind of like fighting back to back, like in a number of scenes. And I thought, okay, well then Rada here is an enlist target for Danitha, who tutors an enchantment from the deck from the deck and is a 4/4 like first strike lifelink vigilance or something. So no, there's no combo there either. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The card that is not to say that the card is bad, or I just think that the name Rada is not fitting on what the card does. This deck was cool as hell though. We got to pull off the Griffin special. We got to pull off running opponents down with just aggressive damage. The Phyrexian Missionary as just a 2/3 lifelinker. A+.
Perfectly playable.
Yeah.
Does not need anything else.
Yeah, great. Maybe later I draw the second one and pick up the first, but and also as I know a number of people have said in this, splashing feels like so easy to do. We saw a ton of opponents on domain plans. And I think it was the last one that's the first time I felt like we had an opponent who was on a domain plan that was like, oh, this is like, powerful what we have going on here. Like, you need to not be just falling over playing things on 4 and 5. Yeah. So far, really liking this. The kicker makes things so flexible, as it is intended to do. Because, we can just play Benelish Sleeper as a 3/1 no text. We can just play Missionary as a 2/3 lifelink no text. We can just play, like, so many of these cards and they're just fine on their own. Heroic Charge, without the trample kicked on it, yeah, that'll still end games generally as much. Oh, yeah, this card art.
I like that kicker is so prevalent in the set. So many cards have kicker. Like, it is everywhere. And that makes it feel like particularly it's a lot like a set that has a whole lot of DFCs on it,
Sure, yeah.
It's the same sort of feel.
Oh boy, hold on, let's get these out of the way. So as I mentioned, they changed a number of cards in this set. So like here, Babala Saga, we have 3/3 for 3 and then 4/4 for 4. We'll see a lot of. There were a lot of commons as well that had that down here. So this is that flyer we had, the dragon that handed off flying, and that got changed to just Windrake that hands off flying. I forgot this card existed.
Huh. Permadamage, huh?
Your opponent's playing Hearthstone now.
I'm actually kind of surprised that they printed that. I had a feeling that they would never do that, because I feel like that way back in the day when I was like designing red cards just for fun, right? I feel like that was like one of the very first ones I ever did, right?
Yeah. So Karn Silex here. This is the sweeper. This is a pretty cool one. It's Pernicious Deed-esque. Though as a sorcery. We saw Peacekeeper. Braids. Braids is obviously not Braids, you know, as strong as old Braids was, but like effectively you have this, you may sacrifice a card, and then if each opponent has to either sack a card that matches card types, or they lose 2 life and you draw. So like you can sack a land to try to make them sack a land, but they can just say no, you draw a card, and they lose 2 life. This card's nifty. This is like inspiration / Jace's ingenuity on 3, and then like if you're going any higher, you have to like tap out for it on your turn. This card is like a running joke. Wizards had said quite some time ago, no, we're totally removing blue's polymorph ability from it, but it keeps happening.
They said that before this came out,
yes.
And they printed maybe the most extreme blue polymorph card that they'd ever done.
Yes, this is
by virtue of being Wrath of God.
Yes. And then this card here is a funky one. For one, weird that this is kind of funky and rare, but it's very fiddly. This is a gate, but it's also a domain enabler. So it comes to play tapped unless it's your 3rd or earlier land. So it's good on turns 1 through 3. You choose a basic land type, and it just is that basic. But it also is mana confluence in the sense that you have to pay 1 life to use it. So, like, they wanted to make the, like, perfect domain enabler, but it has so many, like, little knobs on it, you know?
Yeah.
That said, like, aggro is going to want a land that's any land type on the first 3 turns, you know? It lets you do what you need. Slimefoot Survey is very fun art. I like Slimefoot. They're the little sapperling generator from Dominaria the last time we were around.
They hung out on the Weatherlight. They're actually just were there.
Yeah,
they just lived there.
There's a part in the story where like the Weatherlight like is turning into Phyrexian Weatherlight, and like they kind of have to like just sort of shove Slimefoot off the like, oh no, get out of here. The most boring bit. I was mentioning it earlier. The fact that they printed the card that has Jaya's death on it is like you know, correct here. It just reminds me of in War of the Spark, where Niv Mizzet is just dead and you have no idea why. Because in the story of Niv Mizzet, and this is true in the book doesn't answer that question either. The book starts, Niv Mizzet is dead. Like, what happened? How did Niv Mizzet die? And the answer is,
they wanted to start it with a Star Wars text scroll.
No, the Emperor lives. They had it in the set and it got removed. And then it wasn't in the book. It ended up being in a weekly newsletter fiction bit that they like sent out that basically nobody read. Where Nicol Bolas shows up and Niv and Bolas have a big fight. But like it's just a very funny bit where it's like Niv is dead. Wait, what? Hold on, I don't remember that part.
Everything surrounding the story of War of the Spark was a huge fucking mess. Everything.
The only thing that really was like strong about it was I thought that the story being told on the cards, with that exception, was really neat. You had like their Gideon's sacrifice working with Liliana's revival spell, for instance, is a really good mechanical storytelling bit.
The set War of the Spark is a perfectly fine, pretty good set.
Yes.
That's the thing. It's just that everything behind the creative on it, aside from like the cards, basically, the cards are good. It's just the things that aren't the cards.
Yeah,
are
I didn't
the problem.
I did not know Niv Mizzet was dead. There's a card called like there's an artifact that's like I'll try to find it after this. Still not gonna forgive deciding. That was the second book, right? The Johnny nonsense. Hey, Squee. Hey, how many copies of Goblin Rabble Master do we need? Like a million?
I mean, I don't know.
Here's a million. But yeah, Niv Mizzet's card is called Niv Mizzet Reborn because Niv Mizzet was killed and then revived by turning him into the guild pact effectively.
Squee, by the way, also literally has the text of Escape on him.
Yes.
He just straight up has Escape. 3 through Red. And Exile 4.
That's pretty
the
good. The
Raven Man.
Pretty good bird.
That's a fine bird, yeah.
Yeah, let me find it's like War of the Sparks on here, right? If I just go Firemind. Oh, it didn't like that. Ugh! Did you know that Arena doesn't like you ever using the search? Just don't do it.
Understandable. Searches are so necessary on basically everything, and no one likes making them because they're really
the client has crashed, everybody.
The client has died.
Anyway, I was going to pull up Firemind's Vessel, which was this like artifact that has Niv's face on it and talks about the plan of reviving him. But anyway, from here I should probably wrap it up.
I will link the Scryfall page to the chat of that card.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Wait,
it
came back?
Yeah, it came back.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, so...
basically, he's the Omni Signet now.
Yeah, so, up top on the flavor text, the city mourned Niv Mizzet's death, but he left behind the components for his rebirth.
Because he did also revive himself as a spirit avatar dragon or something like that.
Yeah, he did. He revived himself as that card you play in Cube and draw 6 cards off of.
Yeah.
So, anyway, but yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. Gonna get some more of this in. We'll probably try to get some more in tomorrow, and then earlier in the week. So yeah, thank you, Doc, for joining. Glad you got to jump on in.
Yeah, I'm glad to have done it as well. I was interested in seeing how the set was going to work because, funnily, at the very beginning of spoiler season, I was like, oh, okay, all that sounds kind of neat. And then like halfway through spoiler season, I was like becoming increasingly like, I don't understand this set at all. Like, I didn't understand its plans in the slightest. And then I didn't actually like go pour over the entire spoiler because who the fuck has time for that anymore?
Yeah,
yeah. But actually seeing it in action, it's like, okay, this actually is much more comprehensive of a set than it initially seemed. Like, it does seem to work out.
Yeah, it has like the plans are very like because this is a set with kicker as one of its things. Like it's a very like, you can do very straightforward things. Like, okay, I'm just gonna play bodies and attack, but also kicker plus the domain setup allows for like a multicolor setup that you don't get heavily punished for because you can still just play your cards on normal curve.
it's kind of weird that that's in addition to the fact that this set has some of the best fixing I've seen in a set for a minute. Like those dual typed tap lands are really good for limited fixing, just in general.
We've gotten to the point where those have become reasonably standard, like just having those 10 lands in some form. Sometimes they scry one, sometimes they gain 1 life, sometimes they draw a card.
I mean,
but
specifically
here,
the fact that they can be tutored up by cards that can seek basics, basically.
And
right?
they have extra gameplay bits where Gaia's Might, Nishova Brawler, a number of cards just care about them. And that starts getting like really powerful. Slimefoot Survey can grab 2 of them as well. Just lands that have a basic land type. So yeah. Anyway, as far as upcoming stream stuff, more of this tomorrow evening. Let's see. Sunday, Mega Man Battle Network 2 is going to be continuing. That's been more hilarious than I expected from it. Monday is unlikely to have any streams because I have just plans for the holiday, and then Tuesday is likely to be more of this. So the biggest upcoming plan is on Wednesday. Myself, V Prisoner, and Wandering Newbie are doing a fade away final stream for Record Keeper, which is disappearing at the end of the month. So excited
Rest
for
in
that.
Peace. Slash piss, depending on era of the game.
Yep.
Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
Yep. To me, it's hard to games just disappearing from existence is a very fucked up thing.
It is one of the things that I hate the most about gacha games.
Yep. But I thought Sunday was going to be Record Keeper. Scheduling fell through. All 3 of us could not be there. So instead, Battle Network will continue. So we'll be doing it on Wednesday instead. That's why I'm letting y'all know. But yeah, thank y'all for joining. Thank you for being here. If you want to catch more, you always follow. Thanks to Nick Themeron for the 50 freaking subs.
And for pointing out that the card had Death Touch.
Holy shit. Both of those huge things. Thank you. I don't read. I do read, but then I just like internalize what the card does, and then I stop reading it after I've read it once. You know? Which leads me to like mess it up.
If you accidentally overlook something, then you've internalized not the entire card.
Yeah.
You know?
So, all right. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.
Mm-hmm.